suppose I'll ask the age-old question. Will,
Hey!
what happened last time on Ebon Ward?
Last time on Ebon Ward, Nash and Dia did a little more exploration of what appeared to be Meredith Redwood's old laboratory. They were able to find some magical items, some old, slightly coagulated potions that should still work, as well as learned that the massive heart that is hanging out in the center of that room also has part of a brain attached to it. Dia was able to surmise that maybe there's some memories being thrust here. You're not entirely sure of the full details, but yeah, there's something very bizarre going on there. Not to mention, Meredith Redwood seemed to have kept very detailed medical records for her entire family, and noted that Maria had a lot of aggression and didn't know how to express those emotions very well, while Marjorie, who you guys know as the good doctor,
acceptable doctor.
The acceptable doctor was a very nervous and anxious individual, especially after what was known as the incident, which is, great writing. You guys, these two made their way back through the blood basement of the Blackthorn Manor, back up to Maze and Redpath, elaborate on what all had happened. Maze and Redpath made it clear they almost got attacked, but they were all the enemies were bitches, so they left. So they've been locking down the position. Maze was able to dispatch one more eyeball at the end of the hallway, and then you guys made your way into the foyer, or the main
foyer.
The foyer. You found a couple of things. One, on the way there, you found a body that had been turned completely into bone. Even though it had shattered onto the ground, there was no meat or blood in any capacity, just
Fucked
bone.
up if true.
Yeah. There were also 4 arms that were growing out of the ground, tossing a ball back and forth, and a little deduction pointed out that they might have once been fairies that had been physiomanced into what they are now. They seemed delusional, kind of fading in and out of understanding their situation, and you all agreed that was gross and decided to leave that alone. And when you went deeper into the main foyer of the house, there was a memory that played back, similar to one down in the laboratory, that showed possible beginning of a large confrontation between multiple individuals, and it suddenly faded out as various suits of Veritas Legion armor reanimated with odd meat globs controlling them from the inside, and not too long after, individuals dressed in Veritas Legionnaire armor, which are the higher ranked individuals, came marching in, and it was a brutal fight. A lot of damage was taken, and luckily Redpath was able to patch you guys up. But where we left off, because the enemy did roll pretty decently, you heard skittering noises making their way towards you.
Oh, when the Veritas Legionnaires come marching in. Oh, yeah, we thought of it.
Run.
I will ping.
Oh, I want to be in that meat house when the Veritas Legionnaires come marching in.
But yeah, no. So, I would say just because, I believe, 3 of you have pretty impressive passive perceptions. And I would say...
You don't gotta single me out, Will.
You singled yourself out!
You did this.
You could have said an unspecified number of us have good passive perceptions.
A few of you have
One or
great
more.
perceptions. The few of you who have good perceptions notice that there is a sort of skittering and almost like flapping sound coming from the north.
Okay, what's the plan here?
The rest of us, the rest of us, all of us who don't have good passive perception scores, blithely ignoring this, are gonna continue failing to read the room about ending the stream at the end of last stream and just looking at random rooms.
Yeah. You look
those...
in. Yeah.
Yeah, just leave her to her business. You think it's those handymen again, or you think it's something else?
How big do the wings sound?
They sound pretty large. I would say because you guys have had the most interaction with them. It sounds very similar to when they were actually fleeing away from you before.
They don't know when to give up, do they?
Round 3, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do we just want to chase them down like we're the monsters, or do we wait for them to come to us?
I get the feeling they'll come to us.
This couch is not as fucked up as I would have expected.
You lift the cushion and you see its fingers.
Never mind. Well, I mean, in the sense of, age hasn't worn too bad. It's a little fucked up in terms of decorating. Is there anything in here of note? Is this just another kind of, it's a room?
You do notice that this root here actually blasts through the wall a bit and actually reveals the room over, and it looks like there'd be enough room to just squeeze on through if you so wanted.
Oh, okay.
It'd be it'd be a little tighter squeeze just because you're trying to also squish through the root that made this hole, but you could probably pop in there if you wanted.
Little side passage here if we have occasion to use it. You guys look very on edge. Is there something coming down the way?
He points at his eyes and points down that way.
Hang on, I'm just take another couple steps back in here. I am a little concerned about the prospect of us chasing something else down, just because at any given point we could blunder across the path of another eyeball and bad things could happen. Far be it for me to suggest the sensible, cautious approach, but I've already had, what counts briefly on her fingers, 2.5 run-ins with those things now, and I'm content to leave it at that.
No, I was thinking much the same thing. It doesn't make much sense for us to blunder into the unknown when we're already relatively convinced that this room is safe.
Pat looks back at the big undulating heart, and he's like,
Relatively.
And how confident are you they're coming from? She kind of jerks her head to the side, indicating north.
Fairly.
You're quite confident. I will say you probably have about one more round before they actually show up. So if you wanted to hide, if you wanted to prepare, this is your opportunity.
Oh yeah, I'll hide, all right. Let's
hide all the way to the bank.
Yeah, I want to get the literal drop on these guys. Is there like a shady corner for me to hang out in?
Let's see here.
Drop blessing of forever on us. Take your candies.
I mean, you could try to hide behind a pillar.
No, not behind, on ceiling with hookshot.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I misunderstood.
Yeah, literal drop.
So this is lucky for you, this is a very high ceiling to go up to the second floor. And because it's an old, lack for a better term, Victorian sort of home.
Right. Yeah,
there's a bunch of weird little wooden beams and whatnot. I'm not even gonna have you roll. You've got a hook shot. Your acrobatics is fucking crazy. You are able to latch up there and you are ready to drop. Honestly, as long as it's not in the opening area for the second floor, you can just pick a space and drop down wherever.
Sweet. I mean, there's nothing wrong with where I'm at right now, then.
Sure, absolutely.
Here, while you get set up there, she stands on her tippy toes and reaches up to just barely in high-fiving range for Maze. Dia's going to go ahead and I'm going to use a charge off my extend spell, Meta Magic Rod, and I'm going to give Maze an extended Cat's Grace.
Oh.
Okay.
Which I believe will not increase your AC because of your armor, but it'll give you more damage and more rolls on all your dex skill checks so you can hide better, etc., etc.
Much appreciated.
I'm going to scamper in here. If anyone else, there's a way you can kind of squeeze through here. If anyone wants to, I don't know, circle around and come up behind them, that option exists. But for now, I'm just going to sit on the finger couch and wait for things to happen.
She's probably the only one small enough to go through there and make that a viable option. So Redpath's just gonna sit here and be ready to pincer whatever comes through there. He's also gonna be peeking through these windows to see if they're skittering around on the outside as well.
Okay, why don't you give me a perception check?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Plus, fuck, I gotta see what my other things are on this. Do I have my? I think it's 2. Yes, 2, I must say.
Okay. Pretty darn good. Okay. Yeah, you look out. Nothing catches your eye immediately. But then again, you really start to hear those wings flapping. Nash, what would you like to do before this all kicks off? Or are you just going to hang out in the middle of the road and just, like, have them see you?
That'd be funny.
Play chicken.
But I think Nash sees what Maze is doing, and his brain goes, oh, okay, that's an idea, and this is gonna... I don't know how big this little gap here is, but climb up the wall a little bit.
I see. We're just gonna delete 2 guys, is what...
Yeah,
is
me
what
and you
we're-
are just gonna delete 2 guys, yeah.
Well, we're probably gonna
Okay.
delete 1.5 guys. I'm not a barbarian, but still pretty good.
All right.
Hey, you'll get your sneak attack bonus in crab, maybe.
Maybe.
All right. Can I get I think I will need a stealth check. Just to kind of help ensure like how well you're hiding, because like one, Nash, you're a big guy, but again, you're like elevated, so there are like bonuses to this and whatnot. So
Is that from all of us or just the main 2?
I figure from everyone except for Dia, because she's in like technically in a different room. Wow, great.
And it's fine if they see me, because I'm supposed to be on the ground
Okay.
where they should be looking.
Okay, this works out pretty dang well. So you can hear that flapping once again, and Maze, you actually get a pretty good look at it first. These 2 are like almost spiraling with one another as they go down the hall, and then perfectly, they close their wings to like get through the gaps, and then unfurl them as they like go further past you guys. Actually, they did not roll high enough on their perceptions. I will not have them move there yet in case you wanted to do something as they're here.
Are we gonna get... We lock eyes, do we get him?
I mean, we could. Does it look like they're, like, going? Are they hauling ass? Are they hoofing?
It looks like they have a focus. Like, you get the feeling that the big reason they didn't spot you is that their attention is on something else.
Huh.
Peculiar. It might actually
Is that
be...
interesting enough to not get him about it?
Honestly, I'm willing to hold off deleting these guys for a moment, because previous encounters have proven they're not really that much of a threat anyway. I think even in a fair fight, we'll be completely fine. Yeah, we can let them live for a second.
Yeah, Nash will take the signal from you to not get him, even though he was about to.
They
Red Path
fly.
does his best statue impression. It's pretty good.
They fly right on past you, and you see that they drop down their weird finger hand, like it's covered in fingers. They like grip onto the ground and kind of grind through it, and you see that they actually kind of nip at one another as they start to fight over the piles of meat from the armor you killed.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, scavengers. Okay.
And at this point, Red Path, you do hear like a as like some windows break, as 2 more were outside and started climbing through the little church windows. And they too come scurrying out, and you see that this one here actually stops to examine the Legionnaire bodies. This one comes over and like basically tackles the other one to get it. He kind of chews on the bones a couple times, and you see the weird little thumb mandibles kind of like tugging on the marrow a bit before spitting it out, and joining the others to just chow down.
Weird little thumb mandible. Quality Discord nickname.
Let's see here. I will also... You do note that as they feast...
Ah. We shouldn't have done this.
Oh, a mechanic. Uh-oh.
All right, it's time for explode.
Yeah, no. So they all finish eating, and they all just stop and survey the area. I'm gonna have them have another...
It's fine. We'll get a second chance at our get 'em when they go and goon Red Path.
Yeah.
They might find me. Mine isn't stellar for this.
Oh, if they want to goon you, even better.
I am just standing here.
Yeah. So, you notice that they perk up and their weird little hand ears kind of twitch, kind of readjusting to kind of listen closer until at least one does turn and look at you, Redpath, and he then just springs towards you with... These things are fast. This is notably faster as it just blasts off towards you.
Could I? Go ahead.
A quick question. How long were they like feeding for? Like about how much time passed as we were observing this?
Not much time. It was less than 10 seconds as they just fully devoured this. You do notice that as they like go through it, they almost like unhinge their jaws to allow them to get more meat as quickly as possible.
Okay. Well, in that relatively short amount of time, since the get 'em was not immediately initiated, but there's enemies nearby, can I have cast another buff on myself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Give myself a little bull strength.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here.
All right, now, new question. Are we permitted to get this one, or is he too fast for us to get away with that? All right.
So I think what happens is he will get like one swing at Redpath.
And then we'll get him.
But then, absolutely, because like it's that thing of like, oh wow, that was a little faster than expected, but not enough to like deter you from preventing his full attack and things like that. So he's gonna get his feed melee.
Nope. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay.
One hit is all I need.
He's not gonna do a vital strike, but he will do that.
Oh boy.
So 36, as it tackles you into the wall, it is notably physically stronger now. You get pressed into the like broken up fireplace, blood is pouring out, and you can just feel these various fingers like digging into you harder and harder. You two absolutely get your
Yeah, we would like to get him now.
Absolutely get him.
Oh, Redpath hates this for many reasons, but he hates the amount of hands on him right now.
Yep, so here, I'm also going to change music a little bit.
Just trying to get my chocolate out of the wrapper!
Oh, no.
I did it.
Let's see here. What is this track? I don't think I like that one for this. Let's see. What's this one?
Solid.
That's way too intense. What are we doing here? Let's see here. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's see. Both hit 100%.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just wanted to make sure before I preemptively hit the button and you were like, actually, with their buff on, a 34 doesn't hit.
No. You notice that this doesn't seem to increase their defensive capabilities. It just makes their offensive and speed far greater. So minus another 16 and minus a 24. Great. Okay. And then let me do that as well. So, it looks real bad already, but it is not out quite yet. Redpath, I'm more than happy to give you something as well.
Do I want to shoot it? Oh boy. Let me think. What the fuck do I want to do with this bat?
Also, I'm using offensive defense because just spatially, it sure looks like I'm going to be the one who's going to get gooned after this.
Alright, give me half a second here to figure
Yes,
this out.
sorry.
If anything, this works out great. We will just start to just get initiative rolling. I'm going to move this bat out here. He is going to be my initiative bat. All right.
Yeah, I need your reaction. Let's shoot this motherfucker.
You got a gun?
Yeah, I do. I have Barrett's loaner pistol.
Yeah, I would say because you were watching him, you don't get the imposing of it attacking you. But yeah, so. Or being in melee, I should say.
I have a +2 on this from my Blessing of Fervor.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let me double check here. Do I get a...
Oh yeah,
it's
this
just
guy
the-
took an extra
+4,
2 damage,
actually.
if that'll matter.
No, I mean, every point helps.
But you know, if that extra 2 damage would have murked him. That would
Is that against touch?
It's a gun.
For a gun?
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Whoa, Dia ready.
Habil, not bad, Habil. And here's my initiative, +2 on this. +4 on this, actually.
Okay. Do I need to like add you directly to the initiative order?
Yes. Or
Okay.
wait, no, I got it. And I'll poke my thing in there, so it's 18. Ew. Okay.
Okay. So we will do descending order. Dia.
Ooh. I see. The thing is, Dia never rolls well on initiative. She just does a good modifier, so I'm rarely called upon to make the first move. Let's see. Well, Maze has another turn before the bat, so I'm not really worried about killing this guy. I think he'll probably die without my intervention. So I think I'm gonna use this time to go ahead, before I shapeshift into something that can't cast spells, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to also cast an extended shield on myself. So that I can be a Tonk. So I can be built Tonka tough. There's a shield icon. And she's just going to hang out in this room still for now.
Okay.
That's
Sounds
all.
good. Maze.
Okay. So stupidly, because of the circumstances and Redpath holding a gun right now, I can't actually get into flanking without moving. And I imagine I don't get to sneak attack this guy since he's gonna be aware that I'm here, right?
I mean, it hasn't been his initiative yet, so
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. Like, it's the thing of like, he got sneak attacked and he's like still processing what's happening because he's so busy trying to eat Redpath.
I mean,
so
I'll
I would
take
say
that.
yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Cool. Bip. Buffing AC for same reason as before.
Don't even worry about it. You bring this down once again, you get the chain wrapped around the neck and you just kind of like saw it off, just blood pouring out. This creature immediately just collapses on top of you, Redpath. It is a heavy creature because it's just muscle for the most part.
Do I detect any bone?
Do I detect bone?
I would love to detect bone.
I would say you do detect some bone in there.
Okay.
It's like this creature's physiology is definitely more muscle than anything, but it needs structure, which is given to it by the bone.
Okay, yeah. He kind of like winces and grunts and throws it off onto this table.
Yeah, you drop it on the table. The table snaps from just years upon years of no care, and then this massive creature just.
Gross.
Hey, you can 5-foot step to not be as goonable.
Yeah, Baba Booey.
Not you. It's not
Get
your
back there.
turn. It's my turn. And point of fact, I don't have to 5-foot step. I can just move. I didn't full attack deliberately.
Oh, you did. Well,
Yeah, absolutely. Where would you like to scoot?
Well, let's try and be a little less goonable.
Yeah, cool beans. All right, Redpath.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? They're far away.
And
They're not
actually
far
one step further.
Yeah, they're not too far away. They're like about 30 feet or
They're
so.
within my 30 feet. Okay, let's see. What can I whip at this bench? Oh my god, that's far. Let's see. Ranged touch attack here. That's the same as the gun. Would I roll for that?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, so I am going to try and cast Iron Spine on this right here.
Ooh.
So, Pooey?
Yeah,
Ooh,
absolutely
okay.
hits.
No saving throw on this. If it moves, it's gonna take 1d6 points of piercing damage, and it will be sickened for 1 round.
Okay. I will mark him with. Do I have anything?
And he will also
poke.
scoot right here
Great.
to not be in immediate line of sight.
Okay. If that is the case, so Tarlin bats. This Tarlin bat is very intrigued by how much blood you've been leaking out. So it's going to 1, 2, 3, 4. You see it like leaps onto the wall and then keeps running forward. Obviously, this will provoke an attack of opportunity from you, Nash.
Aye.
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 Oh, if only I was wielding a spear, I could provide flanking.
Oh.
So.
Wow. Excellent.
Yeah, just take your little nick of an attack of opportunity, punishment for even thinking about it.
Yeah, no, this thing, like, as it was leaping off of the wall, it takes this cut across the arm, like, barely hanging on at the elbow, but it continues to dive forward towards Red Path. Actually, I think after getting hit like that, it's gonna try and hit you. It's like, whoa, what the
you
fuck?
better. Yeah, you better try and hit me.
So it will, because it moved now,
Yes.
that's 11 rounds of that. And it is sickened.
Yeah, it takes 1d6 of points of damage and it's sick. Okay, so it's is it 1d6 per square moved, or is it just the
It says whenever the target moves. So I think it would be regardless of how much it moves, just once.
just 1d6?
Once every time it decides to move.
Okay, simple enough.
1d6. Boop. Or would you roll that?
Nope, that works right for me. And then he is sickened. So, Nash, -2 on this feed attack roll. So, 31, but I presume...
31's still gonna hit, Chief.
All right. So, it is also going to go for a Vital Bite. Because these do have Vital Strike. It does not get a crit. So, 21 damage as... you're still pulling your arms back, and it just reaches out and drags its claws across your arm. Pretty nasty hit. This one sees how dangerous you are, Nash, and instead is going to leap up against this wall, and you see it like pressing into its stomach as it just regurgitates at you.
It's a ranged attack, motherfucker.
Likely a ranged touch attack. Not that it matters.
Yeah. So that is...
Look, if it wasn't a ranged touch attack, that means, but it is a ranged touch attack.
Yeah.
We know this.
18 acid damage, and I need you to make a fortitude save. Yeah. When these things feed, it's bad. That is a pass. So... you... Oh, I need another fortitude save, actually. These, when they regurgitate, it's 2 fortitude saves for 2 different things. Yeah. Okay, both are passes. You, for a moment, almost throw up because it's an awful stench. It is horrendous. And you quickly get it, as much of it off of your wounds as possible. You feel like that could have been very bad. And then this one, it saw Maze go diving into the church, so it's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will likely provoke an attack of opportunity from you as well. These are not, when they have fed, they do not consider how they approach. They just want to eat.
I don't think it would. I think there's a pillar obscuring my angle.
Yeah, there is a pillar, I guess, so I appreciate that honesty. So, he is going to go for one little
That's the kind of honesty that makes you a pillar of the community.
Fortunately, offensive defense means that my AC is untouchable right now. But that'll wear off very quickly.
Okay, so that does not hit.
Nope.
So, you are able to take just a quick step back as this hand comes flying in and just blast part of the pillar off. These things were a joke to you before, not so much right now. As you see the muscles just flexing. Nash.
Yeah, I think without my homeboy Maze helping out, I just got a full attack to take out this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he'll die in one and you can 5-foot step mid full attack.
Could happen.
Yep, that'll hit. So if you want, you can do damage first, yeah. Ooh, another really good hit. Yeah. So you bring this down on that arm again. The arm just slams into the wall, and you see that the claws are actually so sharp that it gets stuck and just like grinding as it comes down. It is still alive.
Yeah.
But it does lose a claw attack now. That does still hit.
Damn. I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah.
Excellent. And with this one, you're able to bring it through the side of its head and just drag it. And by the time it hits the ground, it is just done. It's dead.
And then 5-foot step mid full attack to get my 3rd attack.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I have 3 now.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you finish dragging that, you actually have to kick the body off so you can overhead bring the sword down on this guy.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah, you can hear Scream Eater just cackling.
Oh,
no!
Threatened crit. That's the sort of thing that will need to happen for us to be able to drop this guy this turn, because I'm not getting a fucking sneak attack here.
Nah,
no
sorry.
confirmation, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
But still, another good 28 damage. You bring the sword down in its back, and you feel like it gets kind of wedged between the various strings of muscle and just have to drag it through as best as you can.
Yeah, like kick him into the pillar to get my sword out of him. Fuck all these guys.
Yep, absolutely perfect. Dia.
All right. That guy seems to be in hand. Dia comes out here. How is Redpath doing?
Do you mean physically, emotionally?
Both. Just like, well, what's the Redpath vibe in the house tonight?
He seems kind of frantic, but like not in the way where he wouldn't listen to reason.
Okay. It's mostly like, I think she comes out, you're the first thing she's gonna see, so on the off chance you're like gushing blood and tears, she might stop and...
He's bleeding a good bit, but he's mostly just like very, very agitated and panicked looking.
Okay. Well, Dia sees this guy not yet occupied and maybe potentially still gonna go for you, so she's gonna hustle over here. Let's see, where do I want to stop? Yeah, this is the right range, I think. Yeah, she kind of slides to a halt on the stairs here, and she's gonna cast a spell. Blessing and Fervor has a great effect that I didn't notice before, which is that I can make my bonus for any given round getting a free enlarge, extend, silent, or still. So she is gonna... Oh, no, this spell's too high level for it. Okay, that's all right. So this one won't be extended, but she is gonna go ahead and cast Beast Shape 3 and take the form of the mighty Allosaurus.
All right, I will make you big.
This is actually a huge animal, so one more square, if you would, please. Bumping up against the sea. It's a good thing we're in the foyer with like the extra space, but she's gonna fill this whole space beneath like this balcony and beside these columns and just bellow at this last creature.
Yeah, no surprise. This one is like, there's a hint of fear now. Like the bloodlust is fading and be like, hey, whoa, it's just kidding, man.
Now that's my turn. I moved and cast.
Oh, all right. Great. Maze.
All of a sudden, he is now flanked.
Yeah. He is indeed flanked.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I forgot about that.
I'm not one to look a gift flank in the mouth.
Darlin Bat looks at you. Wait. No.
Blessing and Fervor. Let me just make sure.
So
yeah,
you
you
can
do
get a
give
little
me
bonus,
an
or you can
extra
get an extra attack. Yeah.
Oh, I want an extra attack.
Baby.
But did you need it?
Most likely not.
The second one hits as well. All 3 hit.
All right.
Good lord.
Dude, I think this is going to be pace.
3.
Woo!
1.
Wow. Okay,
2.
Oh my
No.
Goodbye.
20.
This guy down here seeing his friends get turned into
21.
fucking worm meal.
3rd time's the charm, right, guys?
Oh, and you technically get a third sneak attack. Am I crazy? Because you hit 3
Oh, you're
times?
so right.
Yeah, I don't want to screw you on this.
I want to know his negative health for.
So he's at negative 41. Because he had taken a good hit, but like, but yeah, actually, Maze, you feel confident that you could have soloed this thing. But the extra help is appreciated. Just lash after lash. This thing actually starts to back up to get away, but you take out its legs, and before it even hits the ground, you do a vertical swing and just splits in half like a sandwich.
Christ!
Morale check? Are you staying?
You don't need to do an insight check. It's going, fuck this! Redpath.
Redpath's going to, you can see him, you can see Redpath through the feet, through the legs underneath of the dinosaur, and he just starts walking forward with his gun held up at him. You gonna do it? You gonna be brave? Huh?
Okay. So, is that your turn, just moving forward?
I'll make a shot. If I miss, it'll be funnier.
Yeah, you can take a shot at it.
If you miss it, just say it's intentional.
Yeah! Shoots Dia in the
That
leg.
hits.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, it's finally your Dirty Harry moment. Are you feeling lucky, punk?
Yeah, no,
Are you ready for the kind of death you've earned, little man?
Yeah, so you're able to blast it, and one of the little finger mandibles just flips off, and it reaches up, shocked. It's looking at a dinosaur because it's never seen that shit in this house before. It bolts. Let's see here. It will provoke an attack of opportunity from you, Dia, because it is not trying to it's just scrambling out of panic.
She's gonna go for a bite, which is her normal attack in this form anyway. And well, I guess first let's see if I can hit. Schmibbity dibbity. Okay, I was a good boy and I calculated out all my bonuses ahead of time. There's so many numbers. Okay, this should be everything added in already. Yeah.
Oh, chat's telling you not to swallow the meat bat.
That'll hit.
Okay, so first of all, go ahead and roll my bite damage. Base is 2d6, so it's going to be 2d6 plus amulets. Okay, yeah, plus 8.
Great.
And this form has a grab. I would like to attempt to grab him.
Yeah, give me a combat maneuver.
Truly unnecessary.
This one, I don't want to let him get away. I want him to stay here with us. Okay. I think it should pretty much be the same as my attack question mark. Dex is involved as well. I didn't calculate out this ahead of time, but I think this is close enough for government work.
Chat points out Allosaurus crit on 19 to 20.
Oh.
What?
Allosaurus bite crit.
Oh my god, why? How? I've never
Yes,
seen
all right, roll to confirm.
I've never seen a natural attack that does that before. All right.
Unless you want to use that 21 as because it's the same number as the
Sure, yeah.
All right, that confirms the crit. Roll the crit damage.
All right, I'll roll some damage again. All right, so also another 14. And now I will try to grab.
Yeah, okay. So as it's trying to get away, you clamp down on its entire lower half, and it tries to pull itself through, and you can feel the meat get stuck between your teeth, and it just can't. As it's frantically trying to get out and squealing.
No. So what are we thinking? Are these things sentient? Is there any way to have a conversation or ask it questions? Because I'm fine either way. You guys do what you want.
These things seem to be, at least right now, more monster than man.
Yeah, no, it's like trying its best to claw at the scales, and it just can't get any purchase as it's just bleeding out in your mouth, quite frankly.
Kill it, this is pathetic.
Yeah, no.
Nash, hit the pinata.
Hit the pinata, or should I wait for Dia?
Hit the pinata.
Hit the pinata.
Hit the pinata.
Scream Eater. Oh, this is deliciously fucked up.
We hit the pinata?
Just like, oh, wait.
Okay, I don't think it matters that much. Pinkius Picus has corrected in chat. The Allosaurus bite crit range is due to a feat that the Allosaurus has, which I do not have. So technically, that should not have been a crit. It should just be the 14 damage.
All right, I can give him back.
You give him some health back for all that it matters.
Seems
But, you know.
unlikely to
The
matter.
Allosaurus has the crit extender feat.
Yeah,
Sick
improved
bastard.
critical bite.
Prerequisites on this feat: you must be an Allosaurus.
Whoa.
That'll hit.
Ah.
I mean, it's also denied its dex bonus because it's grapple.
Scream Eater's great weapon, but I sometimes miss when you had your 18
Miss
to
the
20
18
crit
to
falchion.
20, yeah.
There's a reason I gave you a great sword. I was like, I'll give it a cool magic ability, but no.
No, this whole magic ability is way... Like, I know the juicy 18 crits, but the amount of times Scream Eater has saved our asses in this campaign.
Yeah.
In Leviara alone.
Yeah.
Uncountable.
So, you drive it through kind of its exposed chest and blast it through. Blood pours out. It is still alive. Dia, what do you want to do?
Well, I can see how this is going.
I think, I'll go ahead and pitch in. I don't often get to do my full attacks on creatures, so I'll take the opportunity. So this is a bite, and I guess I'll use my Blessing of Fervor to make it 2 bites and 2 claws.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Go. And I believe he's denied dex for the grapple.
Yep, 100%. Yep,
So
absolutely
that's
hits.
bite, claw,
Hit.
and claw.
Hit, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So the bites are 2d6, the claws are 1d8. So, bite,
Minus 13, minus 14.
claw.
Excellent. All right. Do you just swallow this guy whole? Because he goes limp in your mouth as you just tear him to shreds.
I think we had our whole little very brief training arc. I think Dia's going to rip this thing apart until it's clearly not alive, and then gingerly just drop it out onto the ground and not eat it.
Yeah, so you drop it out and 2 halves come plopping out, like a leg just kind of fumbles off to the side a bit. Combat is over.
Nash looking up at you like a proud father.
Dia looks off to the
So
side,
happy.
reaches up tiny arm, scratches back of dinosaur neck, embarrassed at the pride.
He's so proud. Most pride you've seen ever on his face. He's so happy.
All right.
The training montage, it worked.
All right. Lesson learned. No leaving meat around. We're gonna want to destroy this stuff, I think.
I'm not sure we're gonna have a lot of choice given the everything, but certainly
Well, that's an
don't.
interesting question to consider then. If they immediately came out here to eat this meat, what makes it different from the other disgusting things around here?
That is a good question.
Well, hard to look now that they ate it.
Yeah,
I can see if there's anything, but... Because that was the thing, they disregarded the Veritas Elite meat, didn't they?
you remember the Veritas...
Bones.
Yeah, the Veritas Legion are made of bones, and you even saw one like kind of pick at it and realize, oh, there's nothing here, and just threw it to the ground. But it ran over and started like lapping up all of the blood. That's the thing you notice is the floor is a little cleaner now because they just like slapped it up. Yeah, it was pretty horrifying how fast they went through it.
Maybe it's got something to do with freshness.
I cast blood biography smaller. No.
How did you die? You killed me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, I meant the first time. You know, like when the one who wasn't me. He is going to inspect it. There isn't like any specific things he can do here, but if it is acting or it looks like it was formed in a non-standard way, or if it looks any like immediately different from the rest of the house meat.
Give me a heal check.
Okay.
I think that would make the most sense because this is like studying the anatomy.
1 second, I'm double checking to see if any of my extra stuff.
Yeah. And once again, you just hear like unfazed. At one point, Dia, you actually feel something hit the back of your dinosaur leg, and you see that you're in the way of the memory being replayed.
Oh, wait, well, kind of like,
and yeah,
stumbles this way a little. All right, hang on. This is gonna get problematic. I don't think I have a token expressly for this, but Dia's gonna use multimorph and just shapeshift down into a tiny little bird.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I gave you a bird, unfortunately.
It's okay. A giant. But yeah.
Yeah. Do you
we can just remember for now
that you are bird. Got
I'm
it.
just gonna. I'm flit over. Lands on Nash's shoulder.
Just like basement.
So Redpath, examining the meat a bit more. If you had to guess, based on how you saw the Legionnaires act when the large heart was injured, and how these bats have been like flying around, but they've never taken a bite out of the wall, yet they were fine with eating these creatures, you get the feeling that these creatures can sense that that's directly connected to Blackthorn in some capacity, but all these other living entities are byproducts that aren't like directly connected to him, so they feel like that's fair game. Though it's weird that they would respect that. Yeah, it's strange.
Is it respect or is it fear? What could it be?
Could be both.
He kind of looks up at the pulsating heart. Should I take a look at that, or do you think that...
If you haven't gotten a chance to study it yet, I think it would be worthwhile. There's not a ton I was able to glean from the one in the basement.
Okay.
Maze is also looking up at the giant heart and just sort of ponders aloud. Wouldn't it be annoying if it beated that often?
Yeah, and it doesn't.
Come with me if you want to.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to stop. It's just like at any point, it just keeps on trucking.
You know, Maze is just like counting its beats contrary to his own, which is like a magnitude of like 100 to 1.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a weird sensation for you to like actually listen and be like, oh, so that's how much it should be. Oh, that's how much it's supposed to be. Oh.
I don't like that.
And it just keeps being that much.
Okay, I'm just like revealing some more things, so okay, and then so everyone's going upstairs?
Yeah, we're like right here.
Here, I will group you all up, and then I will move you over here. I will ping as well.
Consider it.
Boop.
Yeah, there's the
Just a bit
bitch.
thicker up here.
Yeah.
Dia, please don't leave any feathers on my hat.
I don't think birds shed individual feathers that often, do they?
They can, depending if they're stressed out or if they're molting.
When have you ever? Oh, all right, there have been a couple times, but no, I'm a very chill bird. Don't worry.
Yes, but I'd like to not get confused. Be like, oh, great, feathers now up there.
Here, I'll also reveal the hallway to the north because you'd be able to see that.
He is very carefully walking around and like he's doing something that seems useless, especially here since they have their protective suits and all that. He's kind of like seeing if there's any particular smells or gusts happening because this is a very open area. So he's trying to see if there seem to be any like open doors that are controlling the winds down here.
Yeah. You don't notice anything like specific or particular for that.
Oh shit, I went the wrong way. Fuck. God.
You actually, looking straight up, you notice that there's actually this beautiful, huge glass dome that is centered downwards. And you see that there is a snap chain, likely from the chandelier that crashed downstairs.
Oh.
Yeah, you also see that there is kind of this open balcony area that looks back out into the main yard. There's that occasional flash of yellow light from whatever's going on at the near tower. And you look at this heart, and as Dia had even described to you before, it takes a bit, but you are able to spot like a chunk of a brain kind of molting out of the side of it.
Steps over bench.
Yeah.
Are these here doors that lead to more rooms, or is it just wall?
Those
Are just wall.
Oh,
yeah, if you see this kind of like white square, that's more like a window, like a very small one, so you're able to like
it's
peek
like a
outside.
slit.
Here, I can actually
Yeah, I
reveal
could.
that
Oh, I
as
guess
well.
this would be the back of the house anyway. There wouldn't be
Yeah, so
more
here.
back there.
Let me reveal this much so you actually like, oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, perspective.
Oh wow,
of
the blood
course.
drained out.
Oh, well, okay. That's unfortunate. There's blood there.
No, I slurped it up.
Okay.
Oh,
Shit, how am I gonna get out?
I just realized we're pretty close to where you saw that reading of some kind of ghost or something, didn't you?
Yes, actually. Yeah, you remember it was on the second
Getting
floor.
near there, yes.
He glances down this way, momentarily distracted by that.
Nothing catches your eye immediately.
Yeah, don't worry, your boys are on watch.
Yeah.
Nash is so suspicious of the handprint hallway. He's hand bat nest.
Yeah, no, man.
Oh shit!
Yeah, May's just pondering aloud again. He's like, so what are the benign explanations for a bunch of bloody handprints? Can you think of any?
Well, if you're constantly oozing blood just as part of your physiology and you were practicing handstands.
Yeah,
You're right. What was I thinking?
Painting gone wrong.
Could be finger painting gone right. Depends on the objective.
Okay, I'm just
That's
trying
a way
to
to
think
look at it.
how is he gonna get out there to like properly inspect it? I might have to.
Do you need to enlist help?
I might have to. I could cast fly. I could waste.
Oh, that's
No.
it's such a bad use of spells.
I know. Okay, hang on. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I have that's like a practical way to do it.
You have two homies in the back.
Okay,
who
so
are
here's what
pretty
we can
reliable.
do. Here's what we can do. Someone take this fucking coffee table, flip it to the side, and hold down the other end.
Why are we
Yeah,
holding the coffee table?
So he'll go out on one end.
Basically making a diving
Fucking
board.
diving
Yeah,
board.
diving board.
I
Yeah.
see. That feels like a bad method, but alright.
It's better than a third level spell slot.
I'd
Like, what do you want me to steal Nash's slippers and attune for 8 hours? Fuck off.
You could borrow my fucking hook shot.
Oh, I guess I could do that.
I don't think you want to try and latch the hook shot. Well, I guess you could latch it into the. That sounds like an uncomfortable way to try and conduct an examination.
And
while
this is so
dangling
much
from that.
better.
Yeah, you're right. That is a good point. I don't
This
know if
is-
that 400-year-old table will hold out.
Don't worry, I can figure it.
Nash can figure it out, though. I
Nash,
love.
what is the structural integrity
I
of this table?
love-
What do you think?
I'm just in love with how much use we get out of profession carpentry.
Give me profession carpentry to see how well this table would hold out. I mean, first off, it's mahogany, which is great.
Oh.
Ooh.
So it's still like got some good structure to it, but like it is pretty old. You feel like if you moved very carefully and didn't like actively try to put too much weight on it, you could use it for a bit, but yeah, bad footing and whatnot. It snapped.
180-pound man. Is it gonna work?
It would, but not for an extended period of time.
Okay.
So it had to be a quick
And Nash
examination.
gives the so hand, like, only short time would work. And have to be very careful.
Alright. That's what I'll do then.
Okay. Yeah, so, Nash, I'm not even gonna have you roll a strength check. You're
hold the table.
huge. You're a strong guy. And
I don't like all of these guys. It's fun.
yeah, so Redpath, you very carefully, hands and knees, scoot out to this large heart. Yeah, if you want to give me, what are you trying to learn? I guess is a good question.
He's trying to learn if it's constructed at all like a regular heart, or if it's just a facsimile of one, what part of the heart the brain is in, and if he's able to identify what part of the brain that is.
Okay. Yeah, give me I guess that's just another heal check. But I'm going to give you a +4 just because you're able to, like, get really close and examine this.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
He, like, reaches out and touches it, and, like, he's got such a conflicted look on his face, like, examining this thing.
Okay.
It goes against so much that he knows. It's just, like, really uncomfortable.
The unnerving thing is, looking at this is a human heart, but it's, like, the size of you.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and based on the way it's pumping, its shape, the rate at which it's beating, this is a perfectly healthy heart. Where the brain is kind of sticking out, it's kind of covering up like this sort of valve.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the only weird anomaly part of this. And examining that a little closer, you're able to determine that. I actually need to look at my notes for this. This is kind of the part of the brain that holds on to memories, but also emotions.
Mm.
So, yeah, it's curious. You notice that when you touch the heart, it like beats a little faster. Because of a high medicine check, you get the feeling that that's not from fear or anything. It's almost like nervous. You know, whenever like you're about to do something, yeah, it's like that sort of like kick up in the heart rate.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Oh, talking to Blackthorn like you cat at the vet.
You do notice.
Buddy.
Give Blackthorn a little pss, 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 pss.
Scratch under the aorta.
You do notice that the heart does go back to a more regulated pace.
Oh, this is so upsetting.
What part?
Wait, like
yeah.
he's never had to treat a person who like
was a house.
right? He gets home. Oh, Dr. Yurik, I wish you were still alive so I could tell you this crazy shit that happened.
That's one heck of a house visit. I'm still dead. I miss you.
Well, now the adventure is sad. Will you
ruin
now
it is.
With that one line, you ruined this wholesome adventure.
Easter's ruined.
The feel-good family comedy of the season.
I don't know how to describe what is happening to him emotionally, and like I don't think the word is morally. I think it's like existentially. He is like realizing a lot of things that he didn't consider before, and like this is rough shit.
I will say, now that you're up here and you're kind of like interacting with this heart, you do hear like kind of like a wet slapping noise, and almost like coming out of this tree here to the south, you see two very young individuals. You're not sure how old they'd be, with a gentleman chasing after them, and he's able to catch up, and he picks up both of them and like
throws them off the balcony.
Be gone! And gets in close, kind of like giving kisses on the forehead, and you see not too much later, a woman follows behind, clearly out of breath. And he quickly sets the children down and walks over to, like, check on her. She kind of, like, throws a hand aside and reaches for something, brings it up to her mouth, and you see that the man is almost, like, gesturing of, like, because you've seen this, you're a doctor, of, like, breathe and exhale. And you see that the two children watching just kind of, like, fiddle with their arms. And most notably, one turns and glares down the other before just storming off. And then all of the meat just splatters.
Oh, damn. Out of character. Did Marjorie accidentally, like, delete her mother's lungs and Maria never forgave her?
We know she did something by accident to her. We don't know what it was.
Oops.
Yeah, Redpath is... he's a little shaken by watching that. It was mostly the start of it. He is reminded of playing tag with his sister, and... ooh, yikes.
Someday that'll be us, playing tag with Maria Redwood.
In a meat... in a meat show.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
And he slowly backs off of the table. He figures that's as much as he's gonna get from that at the moment. And he is starting to wonder, like, if this is molting, what part of this is angelic? If that is what this is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a strange feeling of what part of this has that celestial beauty that is supposed to be gifted upon ASMR that do start to molt. And
what part of this is to make the world... what part of this is the due diligence, your service to the world?
You kidding?
you
This
to
house is like a Victorian craftsman. This thing would go for millions.
Some possible ideas come to mind of it's not the best thing, but sometimes the punishment of one is the education of another.
Yeah.
There is also the possibility of these are precious memories, from what you can tell, that are being played again. So it's the understanding and importance of family and things of the sort. There's just a couple of different interpretations, but there's no ifs, ands, or but about it. It's still ugly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have indications of where the next one might be, or if there's... He looks down at where, assumedly, the ghost feet were.
I believe we, am I correctly remembering that we know there are exactly 3 hearts? Or was that just an inference?
From the information that you were able to glean, you were like, there might be 4 hearts. Now that you have moved further, it's a little hard to guesstimate because you're next to one.
Yeah.
But if you guys wanted to give me a perception check to see if you can kind of like zone in to hear where there might be more.
Just double checking.
No, I'm close to this one.
No.
I think it's just proximity to this one. It's too much.
Yeah,
for his
it's
ears.
a lot for you, Nash, because it's just
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. It's like oh no.
Here, I'm just double checking. If I'm gonna do it, then the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna put my hand on one of these veins and try and see where the blood flow might be going in a different direction.
Oh, very interesting.
Double checking what my bonuses are, though. I think it's gonna be a +4. I'm just...
Okay, yeah. I was also doing some counting myself. I'm like, wait, how many? Okay, yeah.
+4 on that.
Okay. So yeah, great rolls.
Oh damn! I forgot how many hearts I have.
Maze, I'll start with you.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, I'll listen in, and you can hear directly north. Redpath. You're able to kind of zero in and kind of using that technique of just kind of following as best as you can the blood. You can tell that, yes, there is one to the north. On this floor, there might be 2 more on the floor above. One southward, the other one also northward.
What the fuck?
Okay,
Well,
north
northward
seems
on
to
the
be-
floor above seems like it has an obvious place to look, which would be the Tower of Doom. So theoretically, then it sounds like we have no reason to think that there is a heart to the southeast on this floor, though we might want to check it out anyway if there's a special ghost we think maybe there. Maybe it's a Luigi's Mansion painting ghost. We don't want to miss it.
What does that mean to you?
I think you know full well none of that was in character.
What if I don't, huh?
We have to double check.
That's
Super
true.
Mario Super Show.
Shouts to Derek. I hope you start watching again sometime.
Yeah, man.
Derek.
Yeah.
Okay, are we going north or south? Because if we go south, we can just get it out of the way and then move on to what's important. Or if we want to...
Well, I'm not the most perceptive, as you know, but I do have a little advantage where stealth is concerned right now, as Dia's just gonna take off from this balcony and just do a quick little. She'll kind of land in this tree so that she can see what's in this room with the stairs and what's through here.
Yeah, so looking into the room to the west, you see that it clearly connects to some sort of little tower. If you had to guess based on when you were outside looking in, it only goes up to the 3rd floor, and it certainly seems more like a personal, if you had to guess, like a personal study by chance, or a small little observation room. Nothing too grandiose or specific. Over here, that's not the reveal tool. Cool lie, roll 20.
Lesson of Fervor has probably run off by now.
Oh yeah, it's rounds per level, so I'm sure long since. But our the Cat's Grace for Maze and the stuff for me should last for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you are able to spot that there is this large pond, and there's also like footprints that go in and out of it.
Well, given our recent experiences, I'm quite leery of at least one of those features.
There is also one other interesting detail, Dia. As you walk under this tree, you kind of like bump into something and you look and it's a foot. And you look up and there are 3 bodies hanging from this tree.
Yeah.
Ah.
She don't recognize that though. Blink.
I mean, not
Well,
personally.
She hasn't seen one before, but I think she could put 2 and 2 together of what that means.
Yeah, I was wondering,
Yeah.
did we notice any of those on the 1st floor, or is this the first one we've seen?
You get the feeling that this is actually the same tree from the 1st floor, actually like breaking through, because you look and there's like a
gotcha.
small
Yeah,
hole,
yeah.
and it like actually crested through here, and this is like the top of the tree. That's why it's actually pretty low, all things considered.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Does the sight of like, oh, a pond with bloody footprints that lead in and out, does that jog anything of like, oh yeah, that looks like the kind of place you would find X undead or X fae or something like that?
It definitely.
We were all thinking it, but
Yeah. It does look fey in nature, but different. You're confident it's not the same thing as those terrifying ponds that you're now aware of. Back in the Wandering Woods, because the best way to describe these is these are like very covered in algae and lily pads, and also there's like not a lot of viscera that's touching it. It's almost like a sense of, lack for a better term, almost like respecting like space, where the viscera doesn't touch it, but this doesn't seem to encroach further than what's been given.
like almost quasi-sanctified. She'll flit back over here. Well, there's a little pond to the southeast. There are bloody footprints leading in and out of it. Not quite sure what to make of it. It doesn't look as ominous as some of the ones we saw in the Wandering Woods, but I would say some kind of fey something, perhaps a connection that that Blackthorn used to use to the outside world.
Well, that's not the sort of thing I want to go clowning around with.
Well, we have a good reason to think it might be dangerous. Also, decent reason to think we might learn something from investigating it. But, well, I can't shrug because I'm a bird. But, you know, the sentiment is there. And these two things, she turns to face toward this to the side. These both lead up to small individual third-floor rooms. Might be worth checking out. They'd be good places for like a private study or something. There might be more clues abound.
Makes sense to me. If they lead to individual rooms, it's not like we'll run into them going a different way.
Yeah, not unless we do some clever stuff on the outside.
Just revealing more so it's a little clearer what's happening here.
Oh, I have no strong feelings, but do we maybe wanna start with these?
I mean, I'm not going to bum rush towards bloody handprints personally. If I can put that off, I'm going to.
Makes perfect sense to me.
All right, if that is the case, what I will do is I will start to reveal all of this shit.
I suppose I should pull the room here. Do we hate it here?
I mean, that seems pretty safe assessment.
I mean, I don't think I'd want to spend a long time here, but this is a truly unique and fascinating phenomenon, so I'm not in a huge rush to get out myself. But that I recognize that my opinions are often not in step with popular.
I really thought you were saying, but I recognize my opinions are awful.
All right.
This, for my money,
see
this.
blood and stuff a lot, so not like afraid, but it smell and feel and hear bad here.
Yeah.
For my money, this place, I'm not off-put by it for viscera reasons. I don't like the viscera, but moreover, it just kind of feels bad to be here. Feels like gawking.
Yeah, that I can see where you're coming from. Red Path doesn't look the most comfortable, I say, knowing that he can't respond right now because Oz BRB'd. Here, I'm going to slowly push him forward as a bird.
So here, so you guys want to go to the next floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one.
Let me drag and drop you. It is a very small room when you get up here.
Ooh, did we go upstairs?
Yeah.
We did go upstairs. Also, do you want to share Red Path's opinions on his thoughts on this place? We all went around in a circle doing that.
Oh, what do you mean? What specific thoughts? You mean
Just like, do we hate this place? Yes or no?
Yeah, Maze asked, do we hate this place? Maze was like, Viscera's fine, but this feels like gawking. Nash said in his own words, this is a sensory nightmare.
Yeah.
And Dia's like, it's
Dia was
cool.
the scientist.
This place for Red Path is deeply saddening in the most melancholy way. He feels like he's never felt like he's only felt a certain kind of heartbreak in his life, but he feels like this is heartbreak incarnate, and he's very uncomfortable by it.
Yeah.
Bad breakup of the
It's
building.
lonely, is what it is.
Yeah. You come up and oh, actually, you would have a better visual because you're looking out that window. One moment. Let me reveal a little bit more for you.
I can make that shit, no.
Yeah, you can see that there's actually kind of like another large balcony, largely untouched, it seems, from any viscera or things of the sort.
Don't go into the West Wing.
And let's see here. I would say that Nash, you probably have a perspective. If you looked to the east, you could probably see this much into that room next door. And then if you were to look across the way, you could probably see like that into the next room. Once again, it's weird. You're in this part, and it's fairly quiet, except for you can just hear, and you can feel like air. And you look up into the ceiling and you see a massive lung that just inhales and then exhales. And that's what that breeze was as you were coming up.
Well, I was going to say this seems like it'd be a pretty safe and secluded spot to rest if we had to, but suddenly I've changed my mind on that.
Yeah, like, so, I mean, you could stay here. It would just
I'm sure we could stay here.
But you would just have the sound of breathing non-stop above you.
That makes for okay white noise.
We have different definitions of okay.
Continues.
Alright, well, I don't want to stay in here for longer than is necessary. Let's poke around this desk and see if there's any clues and then leave.
Yeah, if you want to give me some perception checks and kind of looking around, you get the feeling there's okay, nice. Maze, you're able to kind of flip it around, and you see that this looks like a personal study. You get the feeling that the entire purpose of this room is it's like, oh, the family, and I've got guests over. I just need a place where no one can bother me. And so
it would have been the perfect place to rest were it not for the lung.
Lack for a better term, it's a great place to catch a breather. And so you get the feeling that this was definitely meant for I just need to focus and maybe the family won't find me for a bit. Not because you dislike them, but it's like,
but you need your own space. It's just
you need your own space, and very possibly one for each of the heads of the home. Looking at this one, you get the feeling this might have been for Meredith, just because there's far more like medical notes and just like various books about anatomy and even the studyings of flora and whatnot.
I imagine all of these books are very normal, though, so they're not of much interest.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, not a whole heck of a lot here is like dreadfully interesting. I will say you do find an old robe that is kept together quite well, actually.
That's suspicious. Hey, Dia. Is this magic?
Ooh. I'm gonna use my heightened bird senses on... Nah, I'm just gonna look like a normal person. Being a bird does not make me better at identifying magic items, sadly. Shall I make a...
Knowledge Arcana.
Girl, you've really got me now. You've got me.
Yeah. Easy. This is very clearly magic. It's a very small enchantment, though. You pick it up, and it is supposed to just fit comfortably over whoever wears it. And the added bonus is that it just warms you up very quickly. It's just got a very small.
Oh, we found a magic snuggie.
It's literally like the best way to describe it is electric blanket, but it's a robe.
No.
Maze will pocket the magic snuggie.
Yeah.
That'll be useful. We spent a lot of time in Leviara comforting borderline hysterical people. This would have been a good one to have.
Yeah, this is great. It's from some dead lady? Great. Yeah. Let's see here.
What are we thinking? She looks down to the south. What are we thinking there? Magically heated beard trimmer?
Only one way to find out, I suppose.
Did you want to make your way over there?
Yeah, we'll hop over there too. Why not?
Turn around.
Okay.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired.
For the sake of ease, I will say
Just move a step.
You make your way over.
That really is a song that's naturally designed for May's voice.
Yeah.
That's every song. They're all for him.
Let's see here. You guys can also, and this one actually has far less in the way of materials for like study. Yeah, this one I'll say this one doesn't have lungs actually.
I assumed there was just going to be one lung per room because 2 lungs.
Well, more what it is that other room has the big lung, and as you know, one lung is actually smaller than the other. This is the smaller lung.
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, just to make room for the heart.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, your left lung.
Yep. And you would guess that if you were looking out from the home, this would be the left lung. Yeah, it's definitely quieter, and there is that nice cool breeze if you so choose. You looking around, this is probably blackthorns, just because a lot of the documentation is mostly for almost like stories, just various books. You do find one very small religious text about Lissa, and another one about Larota. They are kept very, very finely. Like they were in their own little case to ensure that they were not damaged.
Has he written any like notes or put any post-it notes in there?
Yeah, flipping through, you do see one that just very, very casually sort of mentions like no point in prayers if she never responds.
Oh. True though.
And looking through the window to look into the building a bit, you can see that there is something moving around inside with a lot of difficulty. Like it's like you see like 5 arms reach up and grip onto the wall and like pull itself across the window, smearing it in blood, and then you can't see any more in there.
Oh.
Wow.
Actually,
Actually,
you'd
come
be
to
able to
think
see in
of
this
it,
hallway as well.
we don't actually know how to get up to the main part of the 3rd floor yet, do we? We might have to go down the handprint hall.
Yeah,
I'm
and you
sorry,
would also.
the what? Oh, huh?
The
The
handprint
handprint
hall
hall.
to the north.
I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't look that way?
Expecting the giant heart.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, it's really promising in there.
I suppose, I mean, it seems like that's the next place we need to go to further our investigation. The real question is, do we trifle with the Fey pool for a chance of learning what the deal is with it, or maybe getting some kind of help?
If you want to mess around with the Fey pool, that's your prerogative. I have no interest in fiddling with it.
I feel like that's something that we can approach after the fact. I don't think it would just magically disappear.
No, it's not that I think it would do that. It's more, well, if it's an actual connection to something from the Wandering Woods, there might be a being there that's not unremittingly hostile.
Do we have anything we can offer it as a peace bond?
I mean,
Sure,
I've got
we
a
can-
bag of random tchotchkes.
Pretty cool.
You know,
Tchotchkes.
tchotchkes, knickknacks, thingamajigs, stuff.
Oh,
Misk.
okay.
It's got a great spelling. Oh,
Oh.
sorry. Chotch, there should be an extra CH in there, but yeah, no.
Why do
Ooh.
words have to have so many other words that are same?
Because sometimes it's about using the right word, and the right word was not knickknacks.
Okay, well, I'm open to inspecting it, but if there's any trouble, I'm out. Like,
Yeah, likewise.
I understand.
Okay. You guys want to head back downstairs?
Yeah.
All right.
Gotta get our cardio in.
Yeah, I will ping. Boop.
he's very apprehensive because this seems to be where the walking ghosts were. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, no, you come back downstairs. You are greeted once again by the boop, 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 boop from the
oh,
heart.
he's gonna cast protection from spores on little bird Dia.
Oh, thank you.
Hangman spores here. Not happy about that.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Little bird Dia. I suppose if you guys wouldn't mind, she's gonna land in the branch again. If you guys wouldn't mind being, a little around
Yeah,
here.
no, I'm
in
gonna
case...
be near you. Also, don't land on that.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Yeah. I'll try to be very circumspect by my standards, though.
Wow, these are much nicer looking trees when they're actually alive.
Yeah,
A larve?
a
Leave
lord.
me alone.
Yeah, no,
I'm in distress.
it's like honestly genuinely kind of beautiful because like the times that you've seen a hangman tree alive, you think back to the one way back at Belgrin, and it was like hanging on by a thread because it didn't have any
Hanging on.
Oh, one temporary hit point. It might save you. But the one back in Belgrin was like hanging on by a thread. It had no leaves whatsoever. It was very crooked, and you remember when it did finally perish, it like coiled in on itself like a dead spider. This one, it actually has these nice little puffs of beautiful leaves. It does kind of like hang down more similar to a willow tree, actually. And this one, it looks like it's not incredibly healthy, because you know, based on your readings and because you've studied these things more at this point, they normally have a bit of a sparkle to them. Normally because the spores are just gently pouring down. Not so much from this one. It looks like it's just kind of hanging on. I will also say, Redpath, that you can see down this hallway directly to your south.
Very
I didn't
carefully
even
approaches
remember.
that.
Skinniest hallway in the world.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And it goes down to there.
Are these, what direction are these stairs?
These stairs, I actually need to confirm, go up.
Huh.
And from how the shadows are, I assume it's this is the base and up
Correct.
is north. Okay.
Yep. It's a little weird how this one's lighted, but yes, you would start from here and then you would go up.
Okay. Well, it looks like we do have an alternative to the handprint hallway if we choose to exercise it. No,
Did these look like child's footprints? Children's footprints?
Definitely smaller.
okay.
Okay.
Gonna kind of land just at the edge of the threshold here and just hello? Is there anything here?
When you say hello, you see that the pool of water vibrates to match your greeting, and you look into the pool. It's not a reflection of you. It's a different room.
Dracula's castle's inverted!
You see, from what you can tell, a very large round room with a couple of trees. Trying to think of what the angle would be here. To the kind of like northeast is this large spiraling staircase that goes upwards. But the thing that catches your attention is that you are looking at this from the floor up. So it's kind of an upside down view in a way. And you see hanging from the ceiling are 4 more of those bats, and they are just they appear to be sleeping, and they did not seem to notice your greeting as the water ripples.
Okay. And looking, so you say, from the perspective through the pool, we're looking up at a large spiraling staircase. How can I guesstimate how high we're talking?
This staircase very clearly goes up to another floor. Very easily.
Just one? Basically, what I'm really trying to ascertain is, from how this looks spatially, would this have to be the tower, or could this plausibly be elsewhere in the house?
It looks like it could be the tower. Based on the size and how round this is, nothing else really matches up. You're not sure how high up the tower it goes, this one stairwell, but it does go up. And based on the size, yeah, probably a safe estimate that is indeed here. You know what? Actually, fair is fair. I can actually just reveal that room, and I will just ping you over to it. Oh, round rooms. Oh, round rooms. You are so difficult to reveal. You know what? That should be enough. Okay. And I will also just reveal these fine boyos. And I will ping.
I'm trying to think, how many Tarlin bats have we run into so
far? So they're the 4 we just killed. There were, I want to say, 2 that attacked us originally.
And then the one we started with.
Yeah, and there was the one that you guys killed, question mark, when they were getting ready to ambush you. Did that one die?
None of them died, but they all bailed.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's difficult to say how many of the ones are repeats and things like that. You do know for sure that 4 are dead. Like you can, or actually 5. You can confirm that 5 are dead.
Yeah. Okay.
God, that is perplexing to look at.
Actually, you know
It
what?
is a cool trick of perspective.
I feel so
No,
foolish.
I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, you see that their massive, like, hand wings are wrapped around them like a bat, and they just hang from this very tall ceiling. Yeah.
Dia is gonna kind of bird hop up to the edge of the pool. Not gonna say anything more, but sorry, can you ping us back to where we were? I thought I could just scroll back to it, but I'm horribly lost.
This is yeah. Don't worry, I know the layout. So just ask where you want to be viewing, and I can get you there.
Yeah, she's just gonna approach the edge and ever so gingerly dip a wing into the water just to see, does this pool create a physical passage, or is it just for sight and sound?
You stick your wing through, and it seems to go into another room. It's actually dry almost immediately.
Withdraws it. Well, this looks to be a stable portal to the base of the tower.
Why?
Huh?
Again, I can't shrug right now, but the sentiment is there.
Is this an accessibility feature?
Seems like a pretty lousy one if it's at the top of a bunch of stairs already.
Well,
I mean,
no, if we're thinking about it, this would transfer down to the bottom floor.
Yeah, this would lead back to the first floor's tower. So it could technically bypass stairs.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my brain was stuck on the reverse.
Yeah, I
So I
gotcha.
figured the
No, you
portal was
got
on
it,
the
yeah.
ceiling.
Yeah.
No, super fair. No. Basically, the best way to describe this is like if you're playing the Portal game and you shot two portals on the same floor right next to each other. That's kind of like how it like functions. It looks like. Moving someone through it would be interesting to be sure. But yeah, looks like it's feasible. You did feel a little bit of arcane magic when you did that, Dia, I will say. Nothing took effect, but you're like, interesting.
Yeah. There's some magic present also. Given that it's inside the house, I doubt it's like a security thing that fries you if you're not someone who's supposed to use it, but it may do something other than just move you straight there. Since we know that there's more hearts we're looking for, maybe we should come back to this when we're ready to tackle the tower.
Yeah, that's a good idea. There's still the wing just here to the south.
Yep.
Do we want to go there, or did we want to go to the north, where we know there are more hearts?
May as well be thorough, right? We are still looking for an objective here. We could go right to the hearts, but we still don't really know what that'll do for us, if we're being honest.
That's true.
Yeah.
And if we can get more context as to what even happened to cause all of this, that would help.
Yeah, that would probably be pretty useful.
Alright, well, the bird's not leading the way, so...
Tia, can I have your... Where's your mirror?
Using a wing pokes own abdomen. It's all in here right now.
I see.
Yeah, let's see here. Sorry, I was on another map for a moment. Yeah. What do you think?
Looks like we've got an eyeball-free shot straight to the south, at least. That's something.
I'm just standing here waiting to see if it gets revealed more, because it looks conspicuously like that might happen, but given your hesitance, it seems not.
No, yeah, you see once again there's another stomach that's just spurting out acid once again. You get the feeling that based on the fact that there's a little bit of keeper armor, someone ran through and they basically just melted as they took a few more steps and just fell apart.
Oh, God.
Gross. Hops past.
Yeah. Normally there's a
Flies
reflex
over.
save, but you guys are, I would say that you've encountered this enough that you have studied the timing on this and are able to scoot past
We are
rather quickly.
particularly aware that it is here.
Yeah.
Would you like to go first?
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
As he's hopping past, what kind of bedroom does that seem to be?
Looking in, looks like it might be a guest bedroom. Also, here, let me reveal some more rooms for you.
Of course. Ugh.
You notice that directly to the south, that this room is just caved in. Like there's just no access whatsoever.
This is like above the kitchen and kind of
Yeah. Dia, you start to notice something to the south.
Is that a cloud of vapor of some kind?
It's some strange mist. Here, I can reveal just a little bit more.
Man, did I pick the right time to learn Life Bubble?
Yeah. And it just kind of keeps pouring out.
Yeah, that more or less lines up with where the people were stepping or floating.
And as that gas continues to pour out, you see something slowly float out. This top half of a skeleton kind of floats out, and you see these long arms dragging onto the ground. And as it moves, it's just continuously releasing this strange green gas of some form.
Out of character, I'll note, Life Bubble does not protect from, like, acid damage if you're walking in, like, an acid fog. It just protects from things that happen if you would breathe it in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So it's not necessarily no problem, but will probably still be good to have.
Yeah. Do you do anything? Because it doesn't seem like it's noticed you yet.
I don't think she's gonna do anything immediately. She is just little bird on rock and not gonna draw attention to herself. And the rest of the party, I guess, is still effectively behind the staircase. So I think her assumption is that the creature isn't necessarily gonna notice us if we don't move past here, but she kind of wants to see what it's gonna do.
Yeah, you. The creature does like slowly turn to look at you, and its eyes just lock onto you.
Is there any kind of stealth check here?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I was asking. Like, do you do anything? Do you hide or anything like that? So yeah,
okay.
if you want to give me a stealth check before,
yeah,
like,
I guess I thought that was sort of implied. That like, oh, I am not trying to. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
So,
Give me a
my normal
stealth check.
thing. Heroism, and luckily a nice healthy size bonus from being a tiny bird. Let's see, that's gonna be 14 plus 2 plus 8. Ooh, all right, that's a nice number.
Okay. It turns just as you're able to kind of like zip behind the stairwell. And this creature and it does begin to move your direction. It doesn't seem like it's found anything. Let's see here. Can I also get like a perception check as this creature like moves?
From
From
me
everyone
or
or
from
just
anyone?
from me?
From anyone. This is more sound based.
I'll give it a shot.
+2.
Okay.
Similar ballparks.
Something that you notice about this wing very quickly. There's not a lot of viscera. And as it moves, you notice that there is like the beginning of meat starting to form on the ceiling, and then as it passes by, it just liquefies.
Ooh.
The wood is untouched. The stone is untouched, but all of the like flesh just melts into slop.
Quick
until
question.
Yeah.
This is a question for Oz, actually. Hey, do you happen to have a resist energy or protection from energy prepared that you can still cast? Okay. The reason I was asking is because I am a bird right now, and consequently cannot make somatic components because I have those prepared. I would have to cancel my polymorph to cast them. I think will really want them unless our game plan here is turn around and immediately leave.
Well, here's the rub, right? Is that we're gonna have to deal with this thing, and what I'm personally my observation is that there is no elbow room here at all. So I'd like a resist energy, frankly.
I have nothing.
I didn't think you did.
Okay.
Every now and then I do, but not today.
Every now and then I get a little bit. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything
So,
I can do.
I don't know if this is because I don't know like how magic works for your class and whatnot.
Yeah.
Are you able to just shapeshift again into a monkey and then do it? Like, is that feasible? Because you'd still be a medium creature.
So beast shape only lets me assume the form of animals, which I guess a monkey. Okay, so my understanding is that rules as written, not applying any outside of the rules logic or common sense necessarily. The certain types of creatures can make somatic components and others can't, and that humanoids, monstrous humanoids, and giants and dragons can make gestures, and all other types of creatures can't by default. So normally it's if I beast shape, I am giving up the ability to cast spells, and if if I use monstrous physique, I am not. So I think that's the blanket way it's supposed to work. Are monkeys animal? Like, I would think they're animals.
I think they are.
But
I think this is pretty much just the spell is written to work one way, and it doesn't cover all edge cases.
Yeah. Okay.
So up to you whether you think whether you think that the qualitative description of needs to have hands is more important than the creature type rules as written.
To me, I think because you're a transmutation wizard. Like, if you weren't, I'd probably be a little more nitpicky about that. But because you are specifically transmutation, I think as long as the creature has hands and opposable thumbs to do the gestures, like, it makes sense. You'd still have to burn like
yeah,
one of your
I'd have
minutes
to use another multimorph and lose another minute off the duration to change form, but okay. Yeah, if you're willing to give me that would be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows? I might regret this down the road, but at this point in time, I'm like, I don't.
I
really
mean, we're
see
doing
why
it
not.
on the fly, so if later you're like, no, this unbalanced things, let's cancel that ruling, then I'm not going to hold it against you.
Sure.
In that case, yeah, I think Dia's gonna gesture with her wings. Hang on, let's back up for a second. I can make this a lot less painful on us, I think.
Back up. There's nowhere to back up to.
Yes, there is. It's okay.
Looks behind exactly literally just the way we came. I don't understand the problem.
Problems were being encroached on. There's acid that way.
Don't be a baby.
Yeah. I will need stealth checks for this because, like, it is looking down this hall.
Yeah, no, that's another factor in backup.
Yeah, there are also these little rooms.
+2.
I guess that's true. We could scoot into a tiny room and just cram ourselves in.
Ooh, hey
Not
boy.
chief.
Well,
Hey,
tell you
buddy.
what Maze thinks of that. I don't think any of you guys rolled well enough for it.
Okay. And then
Okay.
Dia, if you want to give me a stealth check.
Yeah. She should be okay here unless I roll a what? Okay.
Whoa.
So, yeah. She'll end here and with the intention then of taking a second to shapeshift, cast spell, etc.
Okay.
Puts myself into a real square because I know I'm about to get charged and murdered.
It might not be a charge kind of guy.
You instead see this creature kind of like meat, and you see that it glides down the hallway rapidly. Let's see here. So, it'll actually, what it would do is it ends its turn in your space. I'm gonna send you two back.
To hell.
No, I don't want to go to hell. No.
How do I? All right. You know what? For the sake of ease, he is in your space, but so that we can actually like move our icons and whatnot. So
he's incorporeal, I take it?
He is indeed incorporeal.
Makes sense.
I'm out.
I
got nothing.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, Nash, as this creature covers your body, I need you to make a fortitude save. This is not a reflex because it is just on you.
It's just here.
Okay.
Well, I'm a barbarian. I love fortitude saves.
So you can take half of this.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be 10 acid damage. And do you have any resistance right now?
No.
Don't think so, boss.
Okay.
Not
then,
from acid.
Okay, then I won't worry about that. So, you feel your body just start to liquefy as it's on top of you. You can just see that like parts of the skin just kind of slough off with the fur, and it's rapid. It's bad. Can everyone roll initiative?
Yes.
You got it, boss.
I will get his music going.
I don't need to roll well. I can't do anything.
Mine will be a little bit higher because as a bird I have more dex. So add, what do I get for tiny form? Hang on. Beast shape. Beast shape, it's plus 6 to dex, so that's a 17.
Okay. Let's see.
Melting point. Will. You like your simple
Melting
little...
point containment.
I can't imagine. We milled around for a while. I don't think I still have that cat's grace.
No, it lasted for 20 minutes.
All
Yeah,
right.
you got cat's grace. I'll let you have that. Yeah, I don't see why not. Like, you guys looked around, but it wasn't like super deep investigations. It was like, oh, books, all right, and kind of like tossing it aside. All right, and then I will also make it visible for you guys to see. That it has this kind of gaseous aura around it. I will remove this so that you can actually see it a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got rid of we turned down the graphic settings on Ebon for a second.
Yeah.
Here. That's a little... Yeah, that'll work. That's definitely
It's
easier
to see. Yeah.
Yeah. So, cool. Maze.
Its aura is the color of Nickelodeon gack.
And real quick, we're under the impression this thing is incorporeal?
This is clearly incorporeal.
It is, and remember that it is actually in Nash's space.
Yeah, so what I'll do then is...
You might want to... I think, because otherwise the aura won't be in the right place.
Yeah, so it's technically more like here. I will say for you, Maze, as you are stepping out, you see that this gas is like almost creeping into the room. Like you swear for a moment you see that the gas has like a hand that then morphs back into just being fog as it drifts into the room.
And am I correct that... Is it correct that it was only Nash that took that acid damage from the creature moving on? Okay, so we're not all taking 68 acid damage every turn.
No, it is only if it engulfs you, as it just like shares a space with you. There is other crazy bullshit going on with this boyo, but that has not activated quite yet. At this point in time, because you're in a room away from it, Maze, you do have some cover to avoid its ambient effect.
That's good. What's not good is that investigating communal protection from energy, it's like a multi-target you need to touch them spell, which means this will be really inconvenient to cast. Great.
It's not actually that bad if we if we end up in something like this, then I can just bimp. But it's up to you. I mean, if you legitimately think your contribution against an incorporeal foe is so insignificant that you'd be better off conserving your health, I respect that decision. It's up to you.
It will be nearly nothing, because just to remind us all here, this isn't a ghost, it's just incorporeal. Nothing's been a fucking ghost so far. So I don't think I even get my Bane Undead. So we're just getting half of my regular chain attack.
I will tell you right now, based on looking at this is undead. I'm not gonna bullshit.
See,
this is undead.
I would have made the case that a lot of those other guys were undead too, so forgive me if I'm not going to assume that.
Fair. No. But I wanted to make that clear to you.
Distinctly picked up on this with.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this was the one guy.
Yeah, you would also infer that because, like, based on what Red Path's description was earlier, looking at the way that this thing moves specifically, and the fact that it literally floated through Nash, you're like, oh, that's a ghost.
You never know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, my contributions won't be literally nothing, but it'll be darn close. All right.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, okay, I see. It's all coming
What's
together.
up?
Yeah, you picking up what I'm putting down?
It's all coming together.
What's coming together? You gonna share with the class, or?
This was to put Parthena out of her misery. They were gonna melt her.
I see. Well, it's gonna melt us then.
Yeah.
What?
All right. I suppose I will go in for a springular attack.
Okay.
Hey,
Absolutely.
that's not bad.
All right. There is
I get
damage
stabbed.
and bane, which is not. Oh, come on. And bane, which is not the same thing as ghost touch, so I don't get full damage.
Okay.
Oh, don't worry. Will's intimately familiar with his Arampain character having a Bane Undead Morningstar that still only does half damage to shadows.
Baffling.
Like, mechanically, I understand, but I'm truly not happy about it.
No, I'm right there with you.
Hey, just real quick, I should be before the melting point in the order after.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did
but
that.
it's not. Yeah, it's because I had to manually change mine. Hey, Nash. Do you want to wait until your turn so I can move and give us resistance from acid in case you take additional damage at the start of your turn?
Okay.
I will also say, Maze, can I get a fortitude save now that you are actually within this noxious aura?
Yeah, sure thing, dog.
Not bad.
Okay.
Wow, it's a good one.
So you can take half of this, which is good. So you'll take 7 acid damage.
Fine by me.
Yeah, once again, just even being present, like, you can thank God breathe in here. You think if you didn't have the life bubbles, this would be
worse.
Way worse.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, because essentially it'd be melting you from the inside as well. But it's not doing that. Excellent. Nash, start of your turn, you are in his fun little aura. So if you can give me a fortitude save. Or no, I'm sorry, we're starting with Dia.
Delay his turn. Okay.
Sorry,
That's
Dia,
actually
you
good.
have to do it instead.
That's
Aram
exactly.
dancing on slippery ice in the background.
Whoa. Yeah, sorry, if you could give me a fortitude save
It's okay.
instead.
Yeah, here goes. Fortitude, let's see. Heroism. Okay, and I don't think I have anything else. From my polymorph doesn't change my con, so this should be accurate.
Yes, so you could take half
Okay.
of this. 3 damage.
Oh, lovely. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna. I'm going to multimorph into an orangutan.
Monkey.
Monkey with blonde wig and jewelry, and then I can still speak, but it just so happens that the incantation for communal resist energy is and I will go ahead and cast
Wizards, man.
Wizards, man.
Wizards. All right.
Someone in chat, primal magic.
All right. Excellent.
Yeah, so it'll reduce each instance of acid damage we take by 20.
Okay, so I'm curious. So you are here. There is not a lot of room here. How would you like to try and squeeze through?
Being a tiny bird until I reach
Oh,
this
fair
space
enough. My
was the
apologies.
plan. That's
Yep.
okay. That's understandable. If I were a full-size human, this would be a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
As if it
So,
isn't,
yeah.
like, now.
Yeah. So give yourself whatever icon you want. I'll make mine green because it's acid. But yeah,
Ooh, I get so many colors.
so many. Yeah, you got a whole bag of Skittles there.
Damn!
Oh.
Yeah, and do I want? Yeah. We'll just that'll be it.
Okay. Nash. So once again, nice little fortitude save for the melt aura.
Love it, loving it.
Love sad.
That is still a success. So you can
Love the
cut that in
Nash
half.
fortitude save.
So you will just ignore the damage entirely as it melts on through.
Not to be asking if we had homework, but does Nash take ongoing big damage from it being on him, or is that the one-time thing when it moves on to him?
He would technically get it again. So here is the engulf damage. You can, of course, get your fortitude save to try and resist. Okay, so you can take half damage, but this thing has an interesting gimmick where if it's engulfing, it ignores 10 of your resistance.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So
I'll take 3.
you'll take 3. So it's not nearly as bad, but it's like, oh god.
All right,
Great.
all right. I think I'm gonna try to 5-foot step backwards.
Okay.
Hey, as an orangutan, I have a natural attack, so I can flank. Squares up to box.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I have a magic weapon, still gonna do half damage, but half damage Nash and still big damage Nash.
Scream Eater, why
Half
can't you
damage
be
Nash
Ghost
is full
Touch?
damage Red Path.
Scream Eater, please be Ghost Touch.
I'm trying. I'm so sorry. All right, let's see here. Yeah, if you want to give me some shwangs. That will hit. Does not, unfortunately.
Nah, man.
No. But the one
I
does.
think being engulfed did him bad.
Yeah, no, because, like, as this area is filling up, it's getting harder and harder to see as this vibrant green gas is starting to continue to fill out. Very nice. So he'll take boop, boop, boop. Great. Yeah, no, a nice good smack in there. And it's a good thing you moved when you did because there's still this stomach that just spurts out more acid that sprays against the wall. Melting point. Okay. Okay, melting point. Yeah, everyone's here. It's gonna go for it.
Master spell.
Oh no!
It does not cast a spell. Instead, you watch as it starts to kind of inhale, and you see all of the gas like comes back into it, and then it just releases all of it at once. So this acid trap is gone. Like, don't even worry about this. But if I can get a fortitude save.
Oh man, Blackthorn's probably like, ow!
Is that like a circle? Is it a cone? Is it a line?
It is all around it. It is
Okay.
all encompassing in this area.
And you said fortitude again, right?
Oh, no.
Yes.
Ooh, yikes!
Okay.
Ooh, yikes!
Okay. Maze is a fail. Nash is a fail. Dia pass. Red Path is a fail. So, 53 acid damage as it just pours
Is this
out.
ignored by the resistance? Or...
It does not. So you still have the resistance to.
Okay, so Nash is still alive.
That's nice.
Okay, but. So that's 53, and then the
Your resistance is 20, I believe,
okay,
right?
20. That is only 33 for me.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, so half of that. So half of that is 26, and then minus 20. Okay, so 6.
Not that resist energy, I wouldn't be still up. Uh-oh.
And those that failed, can you add a marker on you? You are given the effect melting.
Ah, sure, dog.
And that is Melting Point will then.
Yeah, see,
Both
get
of you
with a memo, Rube. Come on.
I love both of you went skull and crossbones,
misclick.
and then Rube went for the face, going, "Aww."
Cool. Excellent. Melting Point is. It's confident. It doesn't move. Red path.
Confident. Okay.
I'm-
Oh,
got
start
it
of your
here.
turn.
I'm
Fortitude
sassy.
save.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Kind of
Feeling
girl
fat.
bossing today.
Sassy.
Very good.
Okay. So the full melt aura. So 12, but what is your resistance?
It doesn't
20.
get me.
Okay.
I
so
got 30 on me.
I don't know if resistance is.
I don't
Oh,
think
they don't.
resistance is stacked like that, so you just take the higher one, so 20.
Okay, still 20.
Okay. And for melting, it's another D8, which is another 3. But again, you are able to. Oh no, actually no, that ignores
Oh, no.
the. Yeah.
Oh, no.
So you do take 3 acid damage because the melting point does actually burn through.
Okay.
But you do resist the other one, so thank God for that.
Dia, can I do something mean to you?
What's a
Probably.
Dia?
I'm
Are you
still
at full health?
I sure am.
Okay.
Do you want to cast that spell that makes me take like half the damage you would take or something?
No. This thing's evil,
Pushes you
right?
into the ghost.
I mean, it might be evil. It's definitely a ghost.
I have Wall of Silver. And
Oh.
if I blast that bitch all down here, then at least that'll get rid of some of its movement.
Did you say wall of silver or wall of sulfur?
Silver.
Wall of Silver.
Okay, I'm not familiar with either.
It's a fancy boy one here. So any evil creatures, but particularly lycanthropes, if they go through it, they get fucked up.
Might I present an alternative thought?
Heal?
Yes, Nash is dying.
Yeah. That was my other question.
I think,
question. All
yeah,
right,
I think just
I will-
a channel energy would probably be pretty good for you and Nash.
I am going to call upon my sweet girl, and I will oomph up this heal.
All right.
Increase
It's like
the
a
heal by
Persona 5
2d6.
cut-in of Rhonda winking.
Here you go.
She
Oh,
comes
that
in
looks
the
bad,
wink,
dear.
But then she comes in the wink and then it's like, oh, what is going on?
And here's
What
another
the fuck?
2d6. Okay, help me, mom. There.
Looks bad, dear. Be careful. Okay, so 25.
Yep.
So
click
that
on my
is
boy.
good heals.
Why can't I click on
Celestial
Red
Totem's
Path?
the best ability in the game.
Yeah, I can
You
click
should be
on
able to
Red
click
Path.
on red. I can click on red path.
I'm gonna reset. I'm gonna refresh.
See, look, Red Path. He's dancing.
Don't
Here.
make him do that. Don't make a fool of him.
So here, I will give you your 25 hit points.
Thank you.
And then while you're loading in, what do you want to do? Do you want to have him move or?
Would you guys like me anywhere in particular?
You probably shouldn't continue to stand in the cloud if it can be
Yeah,
avoided.
okay.
Step back or something, or move backward.
Okay. Scrolling on in. I could teleport down here and kite it back down this way if you guys want me to.
No, I think you
Okay.
should just use your legs to walk back a couple spaces.
Okay.
Rad. Okay. Maze.
Alright, well, let's see if I can hit it. There's one.
Yes.
Here's the second one.
Yes.
Cool, there were some pluses on that from the boosty anyway. Alright.
Yeah.
It's fine, it don't even matter. You can't
Nice.
even precision damage it, just...
And then minus another. Great. Yeah. No. And then that is perfect. So you were able to slice through it, and you feel the chain get like caught on the wall, but you drag it back through, and it just. You see that the head itself just fully spins around as the rest of the body is still towards Nash.
I really should have invested in some ghost touch oil or something.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No. If I 5-foot step away, nothing changes.
Fair enough. Dia.
Well, this isn't the best of environs for trying to turn into a dinosaur, etc. So
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna. So, I am gonna instead. I will shift into. I was quickly looking at like what are medium animals that are, at least have some okay stats. So she is going to shift into a form of leopard.
I don't have a K out.
Yeah, that's
Don't we
okay.
have Tiger Dia?
Oh, that's right. Probably still. Let me check.
I don't know if we've gotten a. Do we have a custom?
I don't think we have a custom one for it. Okay,
No,
this
unfortunately.
is the closest thing is
Yeah,
this.
that works.
So use your imagination. So yeah, we're gonna shift and attack and oh god, I need to slightly recalibrate this because the stats differ based on the size of animal you turn into.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have become a medium magical beast. Oh fuck! I should have been ready for this. All right. Okay. We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. I'll make sure to have a medium magical beast ready for next time.
I mean, would you like Nash to go first instead while you figure that out?
You know what? Sure. Yeah, if you don't mind, let's swap back for a
All right,
second.
Nash. I assume.
Yeah,
I
buy
assume just
Aram
big ol'
10
smack 'em.
seconds.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna begin raging, because this is a
Cool.
situation. I want this motherfucker dead. Also, more importantly, I want those 10 hit points now.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Alright. I have not been raging this time. The new 3 iterative rage attacks.
Let's go. Big numbers. Coming in hot. Oh.
1!
Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Okay. No, good hustle. That'll hit.
It's fine, he's a ghost. Yeah.
That'll hit.
Yeah, it's fine.
2 smacks.
Yeah, 2 smacks. 2 hits, good.
Nice. All right.
Okay.
Another good slap. Oh yeah.
I'm ready.
Oh, and then for you, Nash, you do have the status melting. So, D8.
Oh yeah, I don't think I was melting.
Oh yeah. So 2 damage for you, Nash, and then for you, Maze, 3. Okay. If everyone that has melting on them can increase that to melting 2.
Yeah, sure.
Even if they're not in the thing anymore?
Correct.
Uh-oh.
Well, nothing to be done about it then.
Well,
Is
kill
there anything
it.
else? Is there anything else you'd like to do, Nash?
Man, I could 5-foot step, but I don't know if that would
It
do
won't do anything.
bro. So, like, yep, I'm just here.
Okay. Dia.
All right. Again, not quite an accurate portrayal. Dia's going to shapeshift into the form of the Urias. This 2-headed cobra flies with a large pair of sleek black feathered wings that sprout from its serpentine body. So this is my snake, am I? How would you like to see how snake-like I can be? And I will bite.
Yeah.
Alas, I won't be able to poison this thing. But
Oh.
Then what's the fucking point?
I know, right? Okay.
Let me double check. I think it's immune to poison.
Of course
it's
it
immune
is.
corporeal. I'm sure it's immune.
I thought I'd check anyways.
Yeah,
you never know.
I appreciate that you're looking
No,
at
you
it.
know.
He was out here
listen,
like, I'm
it could-
incorporeal, but if you get me with poison, it hurts.
It could be some Van Helsing shit where it's like, how do we kill Dracula?
Oh.
Werewolf bite.
Yeah. You know
So
what?
why-
That's
why?
fair. That's fair. Okay. So it's 2 bites. Here's
bites.
the first. And
Hit.
the second.
Yeah.
Alas, again, not having weapon or critical focus bite really fucking me. So that'll be 1d8 plus a little bit. Yeah, slash roll 1d8 plus slightly less than when I was a dinosaur because I'm not as big. Yeah. Okay. That'll be +7.
Nice.
So 15 and 10.
Great. Okay.
So 7
7, 5. Yep.
Yeah.
And is there any maze? Do you want me to move for any reason? You can't get sneak attack, right? So you don't need to flank.
No.
Question mark. Okay.
No, there's nothing that any of us can do to improve this ghetto. He's a ghost.
Okay. Then that's all.
Melting point. Okay. So what are we gonna do with you, melting point? Yeah, melting point is going to move on to Dia. So it's like good old-fashioned engulf. So I need you to make a fortitude save. This will also provoke attacks of opportunity as it does so, I should clarify.
Cool.
Oh, get him!
Simulation arcane chat.
Yep.
2 heads. One of them is Addis.
Okay, so that's minus that. Great. Yep, 31 absolutely hits. And then there's also that damage. Nash, let's see what your damage is. Fabulous. Very, very good. Whoopsies, that's a weird number.
Quick. Switches back to the map and looks, the hounds are upon me.
Yeah. And then you also get an attack of opportunity, Dia, because it is entering your space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Unfortunately, no. Probably better that it's there rather than later.
Yeah.
So if you can give me a fortitude save.
Fortitude save. You got it, Chief. Here we go.
Okay.
Hey!
Nice.
So you can take half of this. So
And
that'll be
the
brought down.
resistance is only 10 for this, right?
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
it's only 10 for that. So.
So with 14, 10, so 4 damage.
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, it's a good thing that you activate the dooley doot when you did. Okay, and then I need to roll something for it to confirm. Okay. It cannot use its melting point, like, big blast again. So instead, it is just going to attack you, Dia.
Makes sense.
So let me know if it's your touch.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say that probably does.
Squeaks on by.
Probably. What do my things actually give me touch? My touch is okay, but it's not above 20.
Okay. Let's see here. So these are fun. Let's see here. So damage, watcha. So 24 acid damage, and these do ignore 10 again.
Okay. So 14.
And then, okay.
And 17 damage?
Yes.
Ignoring 10 resistance? Okay, gotcha.
And that is all melting point we'll get to do. Red path.
Maze, put it in the box!
Then I can try.
Put it in the fucking box!
I can make an effort, but like, I don't know, man.
So, I have 2 options here. One is stupid and the other is possibly useless. I can run up and slap the critical wounds on it, or I can heal, like, me and Ash. Is that DSL
I mean, you can heal it, too.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a waste, because that's my last, channel.
What's the range on your
No,
channel?
I
Can
mean
you get
heal
all
the
3 of us?
spell. You can heal it and annihilate it.
Oh,
It does do a good amount of damage.
Heal,
It gets a will save for half, but it would still
didn't
shit ton.
fucking know I could
But-
use heal on it like that.
That being said, that's a really big thing to burn.
Because if I can slap a critical wounds, that's at least 48 plus 11.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Sure,
Do we have any concept of how badly damaged this creature is?
You notice that it's like sputtering. It's maintaining its form, but barely.
I would consider maybe do you want to wait until the other 3 of us go so we can judge whether you can like kill it before it gets another action, or if it's not going to make the difference and you'd be better off healing, maybe?
Yeah. Okay. I will wait until after Nash, That's what I will do.
Okay.
Because then that gives Maze the opportunity to possibly box it, and then if Nash absolutely eats shit for some reason. Oh, also, what do I take for melting?
Oh, yes, you're at melting 2.
Yep.
So this is not resisted. So you'll take
12. Oh, that was a lucky
4 acid
roll
damage.
for 2d8.
Okay.
And then if you can raise to melting 3.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to not do that again if you're delaying your turn.
Yes, correct. Okay.
Cool. Maze.
Yeah. So here's the rub. I'd love to put this thing in the box, but violence seems to be working right now, and fucking around with the box might not be working.
Okay.
So...
It did get cracked, I think, at some point. So.
Yeah, unclear if that will do anything, so we're gonna choose...
Oh, the box is unharmed. The box is totally fine.
Well, I don't know how to operate the box. I'm not a Ghostbuster. So, and also it's in the bag, so I'd have to fuck around and find it. So we're just gonna choose hit it instead.
Okay. Yeah, those both hit.
Love to hear it.
Great. Yeah, and even with its high resistances, you see this, and it starts to like compress in itself, and you see that it starts to blink. You don't know what that means.
It means I'd like to move, but I full attacked.
You can still 5-foot step.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting out of this thing explosion ranging in a 5-foot step.
Yep. So yeah, you see all of the gas just get sucked into it, and it's just this tiny compressed orb just floating in the air, the same vibrant color as its eyes.
Am I allowed to 5-foot step out this window?
I'll let you 5-foot step out a window.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I see that, and we're just gonna try and get out of this room, I think.
Yeah, I think for that, give me an escape artist for this 5-foot step, because it's the like, oh shit, and just jumping out a window.
Yeah, I'm good for it. Yeah.
Alright, I got it.
Yeah, no problem. You shatter the window, and I assume you launch your hook shot to grab onto the edge, and then you probably like lower yourself so you're not near the window, but still hanging on.
Yeah, no, that seems a reasonable response to whatever it's doing, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Nash. Oh, I'm sorry, you have melting too.
Yes.
You also take 12 acid damage. You are at melting 3.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I can't wait until we kill this thing, the melting debuff doesn't go away, and all three of you just die, and I have to finish the campaign on my own.
No, there's something else going on there. Let's see here. And then you were tackling in its aura beforehand, so if I can get a fortitude save, it's unlikely to. Yeah, we're not even gonna worry about it. Like it literally can't get through it.
Okay.
Yep. So cool. Nash.
Yeah, I'll take my Melton too, I assume.
Yes, you're melting too. Let me get that.
Melton too.
6 damage.
Alright.
And its aura actually is technically gone because it's like, but you see, it's blinking.
So it's like a little pin. It's like an orb right now. This guy's like.
It's like a little orb.
Okay. Dumbest shit I've ever thought of. I want to like baseball bat it down the hallway.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Dumbest thought
interesting.
ever. I was gonna just grab it and throw it, but then I was like, "Oh, it's incorporeal."
Yeah, no, it's still a
Scream
ghost.
Eater is a magical weapon.
I mean,
can I just?
So like you could probably baseball it, but only with 50% effectiveness.
Yeah, I think that's a trade-off. Unless you wanted to burn some rage rounds to make it happen, Captain.
Yeah, I'll burn some rage rounds to yeet this.
Okay,
motherfucker.
so that'll instead ignore the penalties of hitting an incorporeal creature. So I think what we'll do is because like you can hit this because you're hitting the flat side with your sword. Give me just a strength check with your rage bonus.
Using my pure rage bonus.
Yeah, your
so,
pure rage ability.
And then I'm also. Oh, I don't get a bonus on strength checks when I'm raging for on
That's
15.
weird.
Huh?
This
Whack.
thing's scary.
I was
Yeah.
just checking. I was thinking,
No,
does
it doesn't
rage
give
me
you. It
bonus
doesn't
on
give you a bonus to
strength?
strength
No.
because original barbarian does that, and they didn't
Oh,
want
sure.
to keep doing number fuckery, so they just give you flat bonuses to things.
Yeah, I just thought it might have been a flat bonus to strength checks.
Yeah,
but-
that is weird. But you've got your chonk
no,
and
yeah, it's
strength
fine.
bonus, so yeah.
I was just fishing for my numbers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hey, as is your right.
Okay.
Yeet.
So I'm gonna look at its CMD to kind of like determine some things. Okay, cool. So you are able to poof and slap it down the hall. I think
Bonus
it probably
profession pool, get his ass.
yeah. So it'll get here, and you notice when you impacted it, it like starts leaking the gas rapidly. And then it gets to here because it was impacted. You see it violently detonate outwards. We are more or less not going to worry about that. However, I do need to now have this gas start blasting down the hallway. It hasn't gotten to you just yet. But you notice that the various bits of like legs and whatnot that was on the floor instantly vaporize. They're just gone. This is worse than what you've seen before. So now it goes to Redpath.
Would it be helpful if I made a wall of stone from here and just make it to the side so it doesn't explode at us?
Probably.
Okay. I am sorry, Mr. Blackthorn. Mind your bones real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry if
Okay,
any
it's
hand
okay
bats
because
were
there's
down
no
there.
flesh in this wing, right? Well, maybe only further down. I don't know, but
Look, there can be flesh anywhere.
Yeah, wall of stone straight across this hallway, and if he can be so crude, it will also go outside if he can manage that. It can be as fucking
Oops,
big as
wrong
I
shape.
need it.
Wrong shape. Let's see here. So I think you probably do something like this. Just a Hamkin chonker.
Yeah, just a fucking like an entire room, just womp.
Yeah, so Maze, you're hanging on, you're like, okay, the hook shot's maintaining. All of a sudden, the wall just detonates outward. The hook is still hanging, but you're like, whoa, and you kind of swing
Like
up to the
Christ,
side of it. And that's when you notice that, because you won't need to worry about this now, there's no save to worry about.
Right.
For your perspective, Maze, as you're outside, the gas hits the stone wall. It doesn't damage it, but it just blasts out the window a good 30 or 40 feet. And you can't see it, but like it blasts out the other sides of the windows as well.
I mean, I can't see it, but I can probably hear it, you know?
So I will show you the damage that Redpath made you all avoid having to roll saves for. Let's see here. It is
Preemptively, I'd love you, Redpath. Preemptively.
I mean,
No fear. One.
wow,
So-
that's a lot. I mean, like, I don't love you. I would have been fine, but they can love
And-
you.
And I will say, this ignores resistance. And so it just blasts outward, and there is just silence.
I am so happy I yeeted that thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
wow.
I was like, oh, well, it's gonna hit me and Dia, and, like, maybe if we're unlucky, Maze. So I should
Big
eat this
thinking,
anyways. I
Nash.
did not think it was gonna be
I
that
was
big.
gonna dimension door our asses out of here, but
Hey, are we still melting?
Fucking. Yeah.
Yes, actually. So
Okay.
let me do melting 3 for each of you. Redpath. So 12. You are no longer melting. Maze. Oh God, 22. You are no longer melting.
I'm fine.
You actually feel your mechanical arm almost like pull out of your shoulder as it's melting. You're like, oh,
Oh,
you
come
grab
on! Hang in there! Hang in there! Hang in there! Hang in there!
And then
my
Nash. 15. And you are no longer melting.
Whoa.
Redpath
Oh,
reaches
man.
out the window for Maze. Come up here. Come on, come on,
Oh,
come on.
son of a fucking bitch! Can my skin stay on?
Lie down on the ground. Lie down on the ground.
Actually, yeah, that's an important thing.
And then I stopped raging, so gotta get rid of those temp HP.
You see that the hallway is clean of blood.
We did it!
There is just no meat whatsoever in this hall.
That's nice.
Do
Oh,
we
also,
see that?
actually-
Does the stone wall also go away, or?
Redpath, what do you do about that?
He
you
is
let it
not
drop?
going to take that wall down until he's 10,000% sure there's no remnants.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
But we will see that. Oh God, Maze.
It's not great.
All right, we need to. We need to.
And inflict quite a few boo-boos on him, I would think.
The upshot is that Maze's full body coverings makes it so you only see glimpses of the horror show.
Redpath can
Yeah.
feel it because of status. He knows how fucked up everybody is.
Eh.
Do we want to go into painting land or do we want to fucking rough it right now?
I don't know, spellcasters, do you want to rest?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm still good for at least a little while longer. But I think the main limiting factor is gonna be hit points. Redpath, you have another super channel left, right?
He has one more super
And a
channel
heal?
and a heal, and I have a bunch of little inflicts for Maze.
And I can
You
heal
still have-
myself 4. Let's go.
Oh, wow.
Yo, that's fucked up.
Do you have the boo-boo stick for Maze also?
I do have
to
the
top
booby
him up?
stick. I'm just gonna sit here and slap him with that as many times as I fucking can.
Yeah, just blast me until my skin is
Okay.
back.
Okay, this is very funny. Hang on.
You know, Maze is having a bad day for hit points, but like damage output, like he's been doing real well today.
A mixed bag
Okay.
for Maze Myers.
Mixed bag. Yeah.
A
So for
questionable
Maze
day
Myers.
to be Maze Myers?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna be. I'm gonna roll all 15 of these. No, I'm gonna roll 10. I have 15 left. 10d8.
That should be able to get me there.
10d8 plus. Jesus Christ, plus 80. No.
No, it's not 80. What are you using? It's cure. It's inflict.
It's
It's
inflict light wounds.
Yeah, and it's
Okay,
a
so it's
1,
like
so it's
5.
probably just +1 per use.
Yeah.
Okay. 10.
So it would be +10.
8 plus. It's fucking
Hey!
acupuncture time.
That's not shabby.
Not shabby. Not full, but good enough.
Do you want the last 5?
No.
Okay.
Save those for when I'm dead.
Okay, and
Hit the.
and then me and my friends. Okay.
Excluding Maze.
Excluding Maze. Well, no, Redpath was referring to Nash and Blackthorn.
Hey man, if Blackthorn wants in on this, he can take a sip. Yeah. Okay. So another 2d6 on top of this.
You heal some cracks in the floor, and then this pattern of the stone forms into a little smiley face.
Wait, is it 2d6? Yes, 2d6, and then that's a fucking shit heal, dude. Damn.
Sorry, person in chat. Short rests are for 5e heads only.
Hell
We're not
yeah.
about that life, because that means fucking prepping double spells. At least that's twice as much prep as I deserve. Okay.
Look, we're doing fine.
Okay, and then we get. Ooh, okay. And that's my last channel for the day.
I'm at a healthy 88.
That is more than my max HP. I think you might be okay. Oh wait, no, my max HP is higher than that.
Honestly, I think the answer is, for now, we might actually want me going first, planting my face into things.
Yeah, no, I think I've glimpsed the abyss enough times today.
Sits on this chair.
Ooh, this is fun. I can slither. Ooh, what? I get a little wiggle as I go.
Yeah, Nash, you just hear behind you. Nash, are you all right?
Yep. Ow.
Oh dear. And you feel the sword kind of like wiggling in your arms, like almost trying to like look you over. Luckily, you're a big tough guy, so you should be fine. But do take it easy.
I love this surprisingly, like, healthy and functional relationship.
It had to be one of you two. I'll be honest, I occasionally refer to myself as a walking corpse, but my skin doesn't usually just fall off.
Yeah, you can like feel it pooling in your boots.
Oh my god.
Still miss some fur patches.
Yeah, this is a bad place, and it's becoming clearer and clearer why no one comes here.
This is a truly accursed place, and the fact that any keepers at all made it out, not to give them props,
it is
was
surprising.
unlikely.
Like, yeah.
So there can't be another one, right? Like that has
Well,
to
you
have been.
That had
saw
to be the only
you saw
one.
exactly one, right?
You only saw one case in the foyer.
There was only one case, yeah. God.
Seems likely. Like, I don't want to be unduly optimistic and, tempt fate, but empirically evidence-based assessment is that there's probably only one.
Were there not a man trapped in here, I'd be campaigning for burning this place to the ground.
I'm gonna take that wall down. Are we ready?
Yep.
I think it should be all right.
Yeah, the stone wall kind of crumples in on itself, and you see, this is the cleanest hall you've seen yet.
That's nice.
And this acid isn't here anymore, right? Because it got sucked up.
So here's the weird thing. You see that the melt imprints are still there. All of the stomach acid that had been building up is gone. That has also been melted away.
Oh, lovely. That's good, because I can't really jump in my current form.
Yeah, so you're able to scoot on by. The trap is straight up gone.
It takes a long step.
Oh, actually, this is also deleted.
I'm sure there was some principle of that ghost that was admirable. Clearly it can disinfect like no other, but... No.
Path's in the background slapping more healing on himself.
Yeah, fair.
I hit it all way down there. He points so big explode.
I said it at the time, but I'll say it again because it's worth reiterating. Amazing quick thinking from you, Nash. Very much appreciated by skin havers everywhere.
Well, we run into other stuff that do that kind of thing, and always bad be next to it, so...
Mm-hmm.
That's
but
fair.
none of them ever do that big.
I suppose it's worth a quick check for these side rooms, but I'm guessing if that creature was sort of patrolling down here,
It's unlikely that there's anything that survived.
she's gonna, as she comes to this corner, she'll extend her neck around the side to just take a quick look.
Yeah. So you peek
Unless this
inside.
is collapsed. I'm assuming we just haven't revealed it yet.
Yeah, so, sorry, that's probably a little hard to see. So this is still all wall here, but then you are able to peek into this room. Yeah, sorry, the map's a little dark, so I have a hard time seeing what is... And I didn't want to do dynamic lighting, because I figured that would make people's computers explode.
Well, considering Roll20 appears to have updated to make it perform worse. Yes.
Whoops. Yeah, so you look inside, and you see a tree with a lot of blood at the base of it. Not sure what that's all about. Ooh, good heal.
Oh God, I forgot your dice are almost the same color as
sorry.
Will's. So I was like, oh, I'm taking damage apparently.
No. Nothing like that.
13 existential damage from you don't know.
Or actually, no, there's no blood in this room.
Yeah, it all got
Yeah,
purged. There's
Yeah,
nothing of interest anywhere. You see nothing.
Let me delete that. Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a perception score anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I choose to look at. It's on you guys if you want to actually look at this. Just gonna crane around this intersection here.
Yeah. You peek in and you see that this must be that stairwell from downstairs. That's all just collapsed inward. It looks like there was probably some meat originally that was here, kind of like blocking it off, but now it's just like tree roots and things of the sort. So unfortunately, it doesn't really go any further down. Let me reveal all of that for you. And then all of this room. Once again, it looks like more rooms for guests or something of the sort. Or actually, no. In this room, you notice that there are multiple weapons laid about, and most notably, various like crossbows and crossbow bolts.
A little present for pride.
Laid about like in a way that suggests this was an armory or just the quarters of someone who owned a bunch of crossbows, or
this looks like. Oh yeah.
I was just gonna say I would assume the latter, considering the context of our communication crossbow.
Yeah.
Looking in, this looks like a bedroom that is just very well stocked. The other thing that you notice is that there are many holy symbols as a reference to Lissa laid about. And another notable thing is that you see in the back what appears to be a set of armor, kind of this like studded leather with a little bit of patchwork to it, and resting on the head of the mannequin that's holding this armor up is a very large hat and what looks like a mask similar to Vasco's.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know this
Yeah,
man.
looks like you're right about that one, Maze. This appears to be Agitus's room in the manor.
Yeah.
That's
If you want, you can give me a perception check to kind of like look around for any specific deeds.
Any leftover goodies from days gone by.
You got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Rad. So, Maze, flipping around a little bit more, you are able to track down a holy book, or what you thought at first, and you open it up, and it's actually the study of exorcisms, the best way to remove and capture ghosts. It's a fascinating study.
We could have used this 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, unfortunately. And looking through it, it's a very... It's from years of experience dealing with specifically ghosts and the undead, but with a focus very specifically on specters, wraiths, banshees, things of the sort. And with a 33, I'll also say you are able to find a little journal that specifies kind of Agitus's routine. It's not hard to figure out that this is Agitus. His job was to stay close to Marjorie Redwood. He details that wasn't really sure at first, kind of strange why Blackthorn would need his expertise. He deals with ghosts. But so be it, I guess. I like the kids well enough, and Meredith is a sweetheart, so not a bad gig, especially for how much money I'm getting. And there is a point in the journal where you see a note that's like, I just met Des. I understand my job now.
I know what my real job is.
It might collaterally become our jobs. If nothing else, it'll become mine. This is probably going to be useful to shore up a distinct weakness of mine.
It'll become the job. Someday it'll be the job of one Bow Saint Bow.
Well, we can't give it to him now, can we?
So, I will say, you do find also 3 vials of ghost touch.
These are mine. Do we agree?
Three vials of ghost touch. As well as like 2 cure moderate wounds. And let's see here. What else has this boyo got? Yeah, that's more or less it. I mean, the other thing that you find is a not nearly to the same capabilities as the crossbow that you've already gotten. This was clearly like a spare. Essentially like you've got your shotgun, but I've got my handgun by my bed.
Right.
It is a +1 light crossbow of fire, so it does like flame damage every time it shoots. And on top of that, it too has ghost touch as a part of it. And you do notice that there are 20 ghost touch bolts. This guy did not fuck around when it came to ghosts.
Okay.
Damn. It looks like the speedrun route is climb up to the second floor, break in through the window here, and then use these items to defeat the enemy we defeated getting here with a normal.
So I will say, this entity moves back and forth on this floor.
So we just caught him at a bad time.
We caught him at a bad time, unfortunately.
That's okay.
Alright,
But-
who's taking what?
I wanna. Well, I think Maze should take virtually everything that was just listed.
You
Just
cure
gonna.
moderate wounds?
Oh well, okay, not that probably, unless you want to poison yourself sometime.
I mean, I do keep saying I should extend you guys the service you do to me and carry potions to use on you, but I keep not doing that. But yeah, you can have these ones.
Alright, you take one, I'll take one.
Okay.
And just real quick, the armor on the dummy or like anything else that looks magique in nature.
Yeah, so you take a gander at the armor. It is a very fancy studded leather armor. And let me make sure I've got my notes correct, just because I am digging through so much.
Yeah, I know how it'd be.
Yeah, so this is a +2 expeditious studded leather armor, which, if you don't know what that means, is that 3 times per day the wearer can gain a +10 movement enhancement bonus for all modes of movement for 1 round. So, yeah, just like a nice boost. Clearly, because he was getting older, he just needed that little extra get up and go.
There's no particular. I don't think any of us will actually equip that. But Maze, do you want to just take that?
Yeah, I can hold on to it.
I think did we give you all of the swords that we looted for
swords
money?
are
Yeah,
in the
you
bag.
can be our bank for trade since you're the bag of holding boy.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool.
All right. I'm sorry. You said there was armor. Was there a helm or anything?
Yes, there is also a helm. Looking at that, if you want, you can kind of study that to see what exactly that do.
Snake vision.
Okay. So you kind of take a gander at this thing, and the immediate things that it provides to you that you see is that, 1, this just provides dark vision. And even better yet, it provides see-through, like, magical darkness up to 15 feet. It's not a lot, but
it's any.
It's any, so pretty useful in that regard. The other thing that it does is it allows you to essentially detect undead with it.
Ooh.
So
well, Maze already has a mask, and Redpath has spells that do this. I think we should hold on to this and craft it and change it into an eye patch for Nash.
Yeah. You probably could do that. Yeah.
He can't see through the eye patch. You know
it's
that,
magic.
Right?
It'll work.
It's magic. It'll work. Sure.
You know Amaranth. She's pretty damn capable with magic, and she owes you guys.
And she's pretty dang blind.
I mean, she's not going to use it.
She's a subject matter expert, is what I'm saying.
Great.
She could dual wield eye patches.
Impressive. But yeah, no. So pretty cool haul in here. Yeah. This was very clearly the residence of Agitus. I will also note, while you guys are standing here, and especially when you were in Agitus's room, it is directly above you. No ifs, ands, or buts about.
Well, maybe that's the sort of thing that we should investigate next time on Ebon Ward, since we got the loot for the encounter we did.
That's true.
That's not a bad idea. Unless, if I step here, do I get eyeballed and we start a new encounter and die?
Nope.
Okay. Is this anything, or is this all just collapsed?
This is all collapsed inward, and you even the little bits you do see, it's just all of this various foliage kind of pushing through. There's just not a chance on that part of the building.
Then this looks like a pretty good place to take a break. See.
All right. What will happen next time? on Ebon Ward.
Oh lord.
Oh.
Yep, your melting point.
Hell of a guy.
Yeah,
Sure would be useful if I had an 11th caster level to make resist energy 30 instead of 20, but we take what we can get.
If only there was a way to prevent this.
Man, oh man. Yeah, this is a chunky dungeon. There
Yeah,
is
I'm
a
seeing
fair
that.
amount of combat. But yeah, no. So we'll pick this up next week.
That we will. That we will. Good session. All right. Shilling. Hey, we have a Discord. Consider joining if you haven't already.
Oh yeah.
It's our community hub. It's where people post fan art and such. And also, we have a Patreon. Consider supporting there as well.
Yeah, there's also going to be some new icons popping up, or maybe they're already up. For the month of April, it's Gripplies!
Yeah, those aren't up yet because I literally never remember to update the Patreon until you say that there's going to be something on the Patreon.
Did you do last month?
I did do last month's because you said that there would be something on the Patreon.
Yeah, but last month was Drow.
Yeah.
And those were done by Bryn, and the Gripply were done by
6.
Jesus. Yes, thank you. My brain was not processing. Yes, 6.
Six
Because
raw frog.
My good
Yeah.
friend Sausage.
Good friend Sausage. Yeah, no, 6 would murder me if I didn't let him make them. So yeah, and I will say there will also be something very cool coming to the Patreon very, very soon. So
How
I'm just
mysterious.
confirming the last couple of details, but yeah, keep an eye out. It's been a while. Yeah. So, do we have them there fan art?
I sure hope so.
Yeah. We do have this
Looking for an
Imgur,
imager. Yeah, I found it.
Ah,
courtesy of Takio.
Thank you, Takio.
Thank you, Takio.
Ebon Ward, episode 142. There's nothing inherently threatening about a bomb made of spectral acid.
No.
So at the top of the pile from Zilla Burbo.
Mo.
Very nice.
Lovely.
And also from Zella Burbo. Hit the pinata, Nash. Hit the pinata, go on.
Oh, I think yours is different
Oh,
from
they're out of
ours.
order.
Yours is different from ours.
Oh,
But
the
yeah, hit
The whack 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 is the traditional last one getting sent to like the second slot.
Fascinating. All right,
But
hold
don't
on.
worry about it. It's hit the
Outstanding.
pinata, Nash. Do it.
Yeah, it's hit the
Hit
pinata,
Yeah.
Alright. Then from Goblin Pink.
Ah, shucks.
Good job not being a monster.
The bar is so
job,
low.
The next image.
How you Takio?
Thank you very much.
Oh my god.
From Zella Burbo.
Calculating. Yes, it's mahogany.
Thank you so much. And from Zella Burbo.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you so much. Let's see. And then from Shagalos.
How does it feel realizing that you essentially became a Hexblade Warlock by accident?
Excuse me. Like, kind of, little, sort of, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little bit. There's not much warlock
good.
about him, but like, yeah.
I Hexblade Warlock, charisma dump stat. No, trust me.
Thank you,
I
Shagalos.
like having any counterplay to spellcaster.
Then from Zero.
What do you mean the icons don't represent a character's appearance? This is a bird. This is a cat. This is a snake.
I mean, the last one, like, you could maybe, but you can see the arms.
Thank you so much. And then from Takio.
Looking like a little Mugus.
Looking a little bit
bit.
like a Mo guy, I gotta say. And from Zelda, I see this is where whack
Here's
is.
the whack.
Whack, 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 whack.
Oh, here, let me refresh. Things must have... Yeah, whack, whack, whack. There we go. Lovely.
Yeah, there it is. Thank you, Zelda Purple. Let's see, then from Shakalos.
A little Palladius, god of knowledge and history.
Yeah,
A little Santa robot.
a little bit Spider-Man.
A little bit Spider-Man.
I mean, I dig it. And
there's 3 more. I don't know if they've been added or
They
not.
sure haven't.
oh,
That's okay.
one
one
of them
has.
made it in.
Let's see here.
This is from Psycho Gaze.
What do you mean by this?
What do you mean by this?
Meow.
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 Alright.
Is that a werewolf? It's got a gun!
Let's see, then there's this one, which is from Shakalos. Happy Easter. It is a happy
Yay.
Easter.
Aw.
Lovely. Thank you
Can
very
you
much.
tell how relevant to the holiday it was?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, this next comic shows how relevant it is.
Yeah, let's see here. This next one is from
Skiff.
Skift. Thank you, Skift.
What the fuck?
I love the rest of the party in the
Yeah.
back. Very
I
cute.
reach
We're like-
into the heart and find a golden egg.
No, you don't.
This guy had Easter eggs for his kids, and they didn't find him for 400 fucking years.
I hate my family. Kill them.
No.
Excited us over for Easter and no one came.
Papa made burgers for Easter dinner, and we're the only ones who showed up.
Well, thank you everybody for submitting that, and well, thank you so much for running this.
Hey, thank y'all for playing.
Yeah, it was a pleasure as always. And chat, thank you all so much for coming out here, showing your support however you do it, be it by giving us art, giving us money, or just being here at all. Your support, however you give it, means the absolute world of us. Thank you so much for being here this time, and thank you for being here next time. Say goodbye to chat, everybody.
Goodbye!
Toodles.